future.
I I think I don't like podcasts because I can't talk to people. I'm like, don't. I want. If it's a conversation that I'm not involved in. I'm like, that's rude.
But it's not really a conversation. It's just
Then I'm
you gotta
probably
sit.
listening to wrong podcasts.
You gotta sit down and listen.
What's
That's
wrong
really
with
it.
having a parasocial
You
relationship?
just gotta get talked at. Are
I'm
we
like,
on
you
the? Are we here? Are we
talking?
ready? We good? Hey
Oh, are
everybody,
we
how's
live?
it going?
So why did you agree to stream, Galloway?
How's it going, everybody?
You're not talking to your fans.
Welcome to what's the name of our? It's Goons and Goblins. That's what we're doing. We're here, and we're ready to jump back into our little game here. We had quite the session last week. A lot going on, a lot of information to be given. Um, we had the return of the whole group last week as well, which was a really big deal. As Dee's got her introduction to our good young prince,
The
uh,
message.
and the paladin Gerald. And then we still haven't gotten a long rest, which has been brought up to me quite a few times, and that's okay. Maybe we'll never sleep again. How about that?
Oh
Uh,
God.
maybe that's the habit. Maybe we'll just go until exhaustion. Um, but it did
Wait,
end.
was
But
there
it did end with some information. We landed up at a really kind of like spooky, ominous house kind of thing, where you guys learned a lot about our mysterious cloaked figure revealed to be Kalthrin Doku, a member of the Draconian Knights. Um, so there's also Leviticus, who in itself is a whole other thing. Uh,
I mean
uh,
Cornelius?
uh excuse me, Cornelius, who, whose story is who knows, right? Who knows what's going on there? But as we drop back into the game, we are back in that moment. The wall of writing has been revealed in the midst of the chaos of trying to figure out why Leviticus is being so defensive. The fight scrambled back into the hallway. James has begun to shoot up the walls to kind of break any type of illusion as a desperate attempt to get some fucking answers. And as he did, many scribbles revealed itself from uh, three different styles of handwriting coming from the same person. Uh, and with that, we drop back in that moment, so you guys could pick that up immediately.
Do we transcribe these scribbles on the wall?
You can have them on you.
Who wants to transcribe?
Yes, I'll
I
do it.
And then we
I
can
mean, I got ink and parchment. I could jot it down.
It would make sense. He's Navi historically is the scribe. It would be more in theme for him.
see them.
Resigned member of the Cobalt Soul, but those skills don't just go away.
They snatch his skills when they snatch his jacket.
Imagine
That's how it works.
you can no longer read.
Like,
You are illiterate. What?
Huh? Belligerent? what did
it
you
worked.
tell me? It
What's that
worked.
word mean?
Mission accomplished, and they just walk away. Right?
Ah,
Yeah, you guys can absolutely transcribe all the writing, so that you can comfortably refer to it whenever you want. You could take that time. Yeah, scroll. He's going up to each part of that wall to make sure he has it directly. More like a key to figure out. So like if you guys find more writing, you could kind of like key it up to see which voice is speaking at that time.
And I'm also gonna like put like parchment on the wall and fucking scribble on it so it has that indent.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. All that is good. Good technique. Yes.
James is now thinking, and this is he was thinking in his head at first, but now he's thinking out loud. Okay, so Noku wants us to help him, and if Noku wants us to help him, then that third voice must be the war pick, the Catherine. I think I think that was her name, Catherine,
Andrew?
Cassandra. That Cassandra was talking about. Okay, so if we're gonna save him, who's taking the warfare? You raising your hand, also?
Yes, I am.
You, you're willing to go mad to save one person.
Yeah.
Why does
Someone's
someone have
gotta
to
do it.
like? I have a question. So like, why can't? So we can't destroy this thing.
Unless I get it.
Or just like
Because
bury it in the
I
ground or something.
no, because then someone will get it. And hiding it obviously didn't work.
Well, it didn't work. Yeah.
But I say this, I bring this up as a hypothetical so that we can think about this going forward in the future. I know you've accepted the fate, but this is something far beyond our control. This is artifact stuff. We haven't even seen a legendary item before. I haven't seen that. None of us. This is bigger than us right now. I I don't know what, because these were knights. These were good people going around doing stories of fable. That's in books, and now he's doing some shit with that method. That
But a vestige is usually bestowed on champions, right? So would the champion be okay? I'm trying to remember from all that research.
Okay. Let's
Or
let's get some of that straight. All right. So vestiges were given to the champions of the gods during the calamity
yes.
as a way for them to show their devotion and for what side they were fighting on. The calamity many years ago. Like I'm talking like many. Like the year we're in right now is 835 post divergence. Divergence happened, that's what concluded the calamity when the gods left. Like, so like it's at least 835 years since they've been created, but probably hundreds of years more than that. So that champion you're speaking about, long gone. Whoever that original champion might have been, long gone. The artifacts live on through the chaos because they are divine objects. So the thought of destroying them, it would be hard for you to fathom or wrap your head around what would be necessary for that to happen.
Okay.
Or go to Talonstar, ask the dragon about how they handle such a thing. And maybe we could store it somewhere or not. Or I just go mad.
So
I wanted to.
people are only going mad because they're not the champion.
No.
You just go mad because it's such a divine object.
I would say that you're not 100% sure on why they go mad.
Okay.
Was curious about something that Deez was talking about earlier. She had said that she's seen dragonborn refugees at the soup kitchen. Where were they
Also,
from?
oh, do I remember what they looked like? I can't remember if they had tails or not.
They were full blown dragon people. Full blown. Looked a little rough. Looked like they absolutely could have been refugees, as some of them do migrate to the slums as they do not have a lot. So it's not like the first time you've seen a dragonborn in the Mudtop Ward. But it was just very suspicious that they were all there at one time, and your suspicions were absolutely confirmed. So
So as I'm like jotting down everything from the walls, I'm also going to like, hey guys, just to let you know, Comorder is also a strong possibility to go to. Like from what I read in those books from Jadavion, something weird is happening on that land. There's no way land in that particular era should be that rich. think that's something that we should keep in mind as well.
Hold
What
a
time of day
table.
is it?
What happened?
What time of day is it?
It's like late afternoon.
Okay.
Still fit in a whole bunch of stuff before we rest for the day.
Why can't we just carry it to this land and figure it out? In my head, you only go mad if you're using it. I don't think if I touch it with like a tablecloth on my like put a glove on or something, I don't think I'll go mad if I just touch it. We just need someone to carry it until we get to. I say we go follow Navi's plan. Well, idea to follow that rich land and see what they doing over there. But we could just take it and not use it till we get there, and then chuck it in the water.
No.
You said we can't
Okay,
destroy it. You said we can't hide it. Put it underwater.
okay, okay. Number one, a tablecloth.
Like
You
something.
you seriously thought something that came from God, from God, 900,000 years ago, survives all death and destruction, time, shit blowing up, being in stasis for years, and you think a tablecloth is gonna stop it from taking over? A tablecloth?
Just for a bit. 2 tablecloths.
All of that.
We'll work on the subject that if you touch it, you go crazy. But oh fudge sickles, the
It's not
lady,
gonna be
sis
me.
lady
I'll
that
tell you that.
contributed, she had it for a while. She had the war pick. How did she use it? I mean, how did she like hold it without going mad? Someone must have brought it there. So there's a way to transport this thing without going mad. We gotta figure it out. And I am team 2 tablecloths so far. Because I feel like if you use it, is when it's like, hey, hey, you want war? Let's go. But if you're like, oh, I'm just holding this, that's what I would
Okay.
do if I was a god.
Is there some sort of check that I could roll to think about how one could possibly think of holding a vested without going insane?
Uh-huh.
Give me an Arcana check.
Mm.
I'll help him.
Do it with advantage.
Gas tax over there.
19.
The closest thing that you'll have to what this might be is like you would compare it to a cursed item. And even though it wouldn't qualify as that, this would be like those specific type of rules that might apply here. And if it is like a cursed item, 2 tablecloths doesn't sound so bad. As long as you're not touching it. The thing with cursed items, some of them, is that the second you touch it, it forces you to attune with it instantly.
What if a magical glove? A protective glove?
See, I said or glove.
Magical glove.
That is something that I might think of inventing. We'll come back to it later. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, let's try and figure out what the hell's going on in this house. I need to. Is there a next room?
There's some more rooms,
Is
yeah, of course, yeah. There's some more things to check.
Cornelius, how are you feeling?
That's how I'm feeling.
How do you still feel an overwhelming urge to claw at the wall?
Yeah, I'm just in a corner, like huddled up, just like.
I'm gonna go up to him and just put my hand on his shoulder and just speak to him in Orc, and just ask him like, "Hey, buddy, are you okay?"
You're just gonna see him, not see. You're gonna hear him mumbling something, just quiet enough so we can't hear him. He's gonna be stuck there, just.
Alright. I guess there's nothing else to look for. But James, you
Should
still want to
I,
keep looking?
we bury
Look.
this woman?
What do you say, Dick?
Oh.
What do you say?
bury the woman body?
Depends. Like you can absolutely do that if you want. The body is there. You are free to take it.
Because
Can I go through like her personal stuff, like on her, and see what she has on her?
Run pockets.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
Investigation.
Nah, no investigation needed. There's nothing on her. Clean completely.
I think we should let the authorities know. She has a family. They need to know.
Let's do that a little later as I keep going towards the next room.
Sure.
Anyone
Yeah,
gonna follow James?
I'll follow James.
you guys head into the next room, and as you start going through these rooms, there's a lot of like empty ones, like ones that you could tell this place was occupied by somebody a very long time ago. And other than like a few select rooms that this person was in, he kind of just ignored the rest of it. And I didn't go into it. But there are a lot of like semblances of similar things you've seen in the other rooms, like broken items, and a lot of the scribbles that kind of just don't make no fucking sense. That you could tell is just war pig talk. There's a whole lot of that, and you could tell it's so sporadic. As like sometimes it'll be in a room and it'll just be like on the door on the way out. So it's like, bro, this should just it just takes over at the most random times. So you get that beating. It's like if you're like imagine if like off rhythm you lose your mind like periodically. Like, it's a weird way to put it, but it's just like if
Yeah,
we're like clapping, right? And it's like in the middle of that clap of you like talking the rhythm of speaking, you kind of just like fall out of yourself real quick, and then you fall back. It's
Is
fucking
it,
it's like that's the visual portrayal of what you're seeing with the scribbles on the
is
wall.
is it like with Mark Spector on Moon Knight? You
I
didn't
haven't
see
seen Moon
Moon
Knight. I
All
haven't
right.
seen Moon.
I'm
so
too old.
so I'm
Captain.
gonna say yes, absolutely. That's what's going on. um, you get into another room, and it looks like it's more of a put it more of like a study, right? A lot of books on the floor, all around. There's just you could tell somebody just yeeted them to the floor in frustration.
I'm looking. I'm looking through the books.
Yeah, you could you look through the books.
Buddy.
A lot of it is just give me an investigation check. Me looking through the books.
give him the help action.
Yeah, you could do it with advantage. Intelligence people just winning.
23.
Oh shit! I don't even have my.
Yeah, you look through the books to see if anything is of interest, and you do. There, you could tell whoever this was in here. You could tell there was an interest in kind of like history and things of that nature. And there is like a book on like draconian history on there that is like ripped to shreds,
Oh,
like more so than the rest of them. As if maybe the person kind of threw the books on the floor. He spotted that one and just like in a rage, just went at it. Um,
racism.
a lot of this is just speaking to someone who just doesn't really have control of his mind in many
Still
different forms.
racist.
You guys are the racists, especially D's.
Okay, I was right that time though.
See,
What?
Like you racist.
it was justified. Like what? What kind of shit is this?
I'm gonna pull up next to D's and just say in orc, we need to speak later, solo.
Gotcha.
Solo.
I'm just standing off to the side, anxious as fuck.
Yeah. What is going on with Alsus at the moment? This is big boy news for your character, for sure. What's the feeling? I imagine you're standing to the side, and then it's like Jadavion and Romero right next to you, wondering what the fuck is going on here. It's just the three of y'all just going, huh?
I just want to go back to the inn.
I just want to
I'm
go.
tired. I'm tired of this day. I got bitch slapped by a fucking mechanical thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been over it since I was near death.
Um.
But if you're gonna eat, pay attention.
Yeah, I think that'll be it. I wouldn't say there's anything too overt left in the house that you need to go. It's just a lot of the same stuff here. Like you won't get much more of the like of anything big. So I could say you guys kind of just travel through the house pretty fast, or at least like we'll just skip through it. It's not technically fast. You guys take your time and comb over everything. There's no stone left unturned, and
Does
everything is just
Jadavia have his back?
weapon.
Does Jadavia have his books back, or does Navi still have? Because I think Navi got them.
Yeah, I was looking at the books.
Yeah. I don't think you guys have given it back to him yet. But he's there. Him and Romero are there, looking. They're as interested as you guys are in it. Like whenever you guys are finished looking at it at a spot, they're always just like looking at it after you guys. Like you can see Jadavion especially is looking at it like curiosity taking over. He's just like, what does this mean? Put it together. Blah 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 blah. He's very much like that.
I'm just gonna start heading towards the front door.
Sure, you guys are his front door. Everything's fine.
I look
Yes.
over to Romero, and I just whisper to him, "I need to talk to
He just gives you a nod, and then he looks over
Side
at Jadavion,
conversation.
and they nod at they nod at each other as well. You guys can all head out if you want. Not much left to be done here.
you." Beeline for the entrance.
You guys can beeline for the entrance. You guys turn over everything that you can find. This is a very weird thing in that like nothing valuable was, or at least nothing that they were deemed valuable, was stored here. So there wasn't like any treasure or loot to pick up from anything.
No cool
That's it.
capes.
Sadly not. Well, I would say that there are some cloaks here. I would say that. Some cloaks similar to the ones that they wear. As you could be like, hey, sometimes they get blown up and need some extras.
I want to take one of them.
Sure, absolutely.
You never know we need a cloak.
Would you like to take a matching mask with it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I'm going to too.
Sure, you
I
got
feel
it.
oddly insulted, but I'll take one.
Sure, yeah. You guys can all
What
get
color?
your own cloak figure get up.
Yeah, I'm taking my own. Yep, mask and everything.
Well, figure cosplay
I
acquired.
don't like the
It
way
was like
Vontae just
4
pointed
nights,
at the
right?
screen.
It was like 4 nights, right?
Weapon?
There were 4 nights, right?
There were 5.
5. What the fuck?
There were 5. You have killed one. You have killed Miss Seldir. She's the first one to go. A silver dragonborn. Sadly, gorgeous woman. Gone.
Got to get clapped.
She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. She met the main characters when they were at their protagonistest. Got popped. Odeslo is peak protagonist moment in this campaign so far. So you hey man, sometimes you just get shot.
Who's getting the silver dragon?
Yeah, so you guys can all like head out if you want. Unless there's something like very specific you want to do while in here, you can figure something out.
Fair.
But like the general like overview of this house is pretty much completed. As the thought of it was anywhere you go was going to reveal that this motherfucker crazy. Because had a message, and sometimes you just can't be subtle. So you guys all leave the building.
Quick intermission. As we leave, you're just gonna see Leviticus just snap still, like unnaturally fast. Just and he's standing straight, and he's not moving like an inch at all. But his head is shaking very violently, and he's mumbling louder, and you can hear him. He's mumbling random numbers, and he's going like just random numbers 12, 16, 5, 2. And as he's standing still, he's going to reach into his wares, pull out a stone, turn to the house, point the stone towards it, and just go, burn.
And as he does that, you see this giant manor at the edge of the Mudtop ward begin to quickly disintegrate. From top to bottom, completely gone, evaporated to the point that there is absolutely nothing left. And standing in front of you is a dirt pile.
I look at Leviticus like, what the fudge, bruh?
You
And
didn't give us
the stone in his hand also disintegrates with the house.
Yeah, alright, and as soon as the stone is finished disappearing, you're gonna see Leviticus just pop back into his senses. He's like, what? Avi, you're naked. What?
What was
What?
that?
Where are your robes?
Please.
Really?
Give me something.
What the fuck did you just do?
What? What are you talking about?
You don't have time for these fucking games, Leviticus.
Bro.
What are you talking about? Like,
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You just pulled a magic rock from your pocket and then burned down a house.
oh, you mean the podium from the King's? I don't have that. What?
No,
What?
I said a rock.
Yes, rock.
Oh, so you see what's in front of you? There's like a pile of ashes.
This, and I'm gonna pull up.
It's just the dirt that was under the house. That's all it is. There's no remnants of what that house was.
So then I'm going to try to ritual cast Identify again while touching Cornelius.
Sure.
Does he bug out again?
That's on him.
I don't know what you're doing, but okay. I mean,
Alongside that, I'll ritual cast detect magic because I really need to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
And while that's happening, what's the last thing you remember?
I like mollywopped the Warforged and I escaped the building.
Then why did you just destroy the building you escaped from?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna turn around. It was right here. I'm just gonna start. He's gonna start freaking out again. Where'd it go? It was right here.
Oh wait.
Alright.
So you remember
Alright.
legit defeating the Warforge and then
Allegedly.
escaping. You don't remember meeting up with us?
No.
So the last thing you remember is you beat up the Warforge, you hopped out of here, and right now we just magically appeared next to you.
Weirder things have happened in my life. Okay, I've done a lot weirder.
Like,
Okay.
What the
We-
fudge?
who wants to go back to the end?
Okay. So, as Navi completes his Identify, he's not there right now, so we'll let him rock.
Yeah, he's like right there. He can still hear you.
Okay. As soon as he completes the Identify after that 1 minute, you know for a fact that Modify Memory was cast on Leviticus multiple times. There were several memories of him that were completely readjusted.
So like there was layers of modified memory?
There were layers of it, yeah. Like multiple 5th level spells were injected into your friend's mind.
Sounds like Photoshop.
To edit it and shape it in a very specific way so that he remembers it. Also, as you're tapping into the identity of this spell, your eyes go fucking wide, completely dilated, and you fall to the ground unconscious.
What?
What?
Me?
Yeah, you. As it becomes very clear that the source of said magic creates I don't even know how to describe this, like a sort of like magical short circuit in it, as this is deep and ancient in source.
I
As
mean,
you
got mental firewalls.
you fall to you get the information. You get the information, but you are currently like laying smack on the ground, and all your friends see it.
Oh my god, Navi! And I'm gonna pick him up and just start booking it towards
Bozos.
Yeah, Bozos. That's right, Bozos.
I grab him.
Cornelius, do not move. If you move any further, please, for the love of God, you do not want to see what's on the other side of that. Stay your ass right here.
But Navi, and I'm gonna like hold up his little twig body. Just
Little bitch.
What about Navi?
Damn right now. I need answers. There's too much going on that has been unexplained.
Listen, you know more than I do, okay? I don't know what's going on, bro.
Take a seat. Just relax.
I'm gonna sit down with Navi still in my arms.
And I don't know what's happened to you, but you need to chill. I need to finish this. I turned my head back towards the building that once wasn't. That's not there anymore.
Yeah, your detect magic goes up. Nothing.
No magical effects.
Whatever magical effect was instantaneous and is now not present.
I look at Navi.
Unconscious on the floor, face first. Just
no
dead.
magic around him.
No.
See, this is why I don't mess with magic. It's confusing. Because that ain't science.
It ain't science.
And there's nothing around Leviticus.
I think you'd get the same enchantment magic that Navi pinged when he did it. What do you want to do?
Take that and contextualize it.
The enchantment. You know he was casting Identify. He didn't get the words out about what it was before he got knocked out. It was very much a shoot into the mind and he's gone. But once again, same thing. Enchantment, a lot of it is mind control in some type of way, or mind manipulation, like suggestion or command, or things of that nature. Modified memory, things that would fit into that category.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like I'm not saying it's out and out modified memory. Yeah. I'm just saying it's the whole list. That's how James sees it. It's just a lot.
It's a lot of lists. Any one of them can be bad.
But I'm gonna take that. He used Identify, and something happened to knock him out. Because he looked into it. Okay. So trying to peer into it is off limits. And we could potentially be scried on at any moment right now.
Very bad, yes.
Okay. Shall we get inside to somewhere that is safe? I hate to say it, but please let us all make our way to Bozo's Bed and Breakfast.
Oh yeah. By the way, we can do that, but is anybody else doing anything at this moment? No, let's just get an idea of anybody's acting.
I'm snoring.
Any skill checks, any class features, anything that people are using.
I'm just going to be snoring in Leviticus' arms.
Yeah. Okay. Just before we move, so we don't brush over anybody.
An intelligence or arcana check to figure out what could have been the source of. I take small rock, I say burn, and hold.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. Give me an arcana for that. Absolutely.
It's an 11.
Kind of rough.
Before leaving, is gonna leave the dead woman.
Oh yeah.
Did her body disappear too?
Did you take her out of the building?
Yeah, I took her out of the building.
Then you still have the body on you. Then
I'm gonna try to bury her in the rubble.
Yeah, sure. We can absolutely take the time to do that.
And he's gonna like go away.
Sure, absolutely.
We're gonna take down.
It's like her flesh. It's her flesh like drawing down. Like she's been dead for a fucking month. Pretty sure she smells like fucking ass.
She really do. It's really bad.
Nick is gonna consider taking her skull. He's gonna.
This is weird. That's just weird. It's never not weird when he says that. Yeah, and you properly bury her.
Ooh. I
And,
like take down
he's
the
gonna do
location.
a short prayer.
Give me a religion check, Dick, because this is always fun.
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying this prayer for this dead woman.
Ooh.
You have now committed yourself more so to core to the fact that you're receiving abilities back. So there is a lot more conviction in your prayers. A lot. You feel that stronger, and you're feeling your heightened senses that you get as a paladin. You're looking back at Navi's body. Just like something about it. It's only a 16. I can't give too much.
My mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yeah.
And there's nothing. We didn't find anything.
No, didn't find anything.
I would like to do, now that you said this, to take down the location of where this is.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna make another copy of it.
It's the northwestern side of the Mudtop Ward.
Okay. And I'm gonna take one of the papers.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be like, gonna look. Which one of you is the fastest? Oh dang, Beast just left. Gonna ask her. So now we'll switch targets. Dick, also, which one of you wants to take this to the Cobalt Soul? Somebody needs to let
I'll take it.
person know you're asleep.
I'll take it. I'm asleep.
You?
Damn, are you saying they sound alike?
That don't sound like
Jesus.
relaxing. I think
No.
you should just keep on doing what you're doing right now.
Listen, I don't feel any different, James. Like as far as I'm concerned, you're talking crazy.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take note.
Okay, I'll give it to Alsus.
Sure.
I'll
And
go.
this one, I'll take to the authorities. Unless you
I
want to take
already
it for me.
said I was going.
Where do you need me to go?
Oh my god.
It's two copies of the same paper, of the same location, telling about the same body that's been found for this person with her name or whatever. I want one to go to the Cobalt Soul, one to go to the authorities, just to make sure they know.
Go to the authorities.
I feel like that's a bad idea for Dick, but you know, for the content.
I could go.
Romero. It's like I could go.
Oh yeah, we do have those. Have them with
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Retired royal guard and find me the most trusted person to take
Authority adjacent.
Yeah, authority adjacent. Deactivated
Well-
authority.
Oh, you are the authority. My bad.
I'll take that. And
Romero
then,
just keeps getting slighted on.
yeah.
You forget he exists.
Yeah, so he'll do that. And then he'll look back at y'all. So he's like, we'll talk when I get back.
Ooh, you in trouble.
So now are we moving to Bozo's bed and breakfast, or are we going to stay here? Is there anything else? Anything everybody wants to? I just want to get this all out of the way before we move, and then we're out of this environment.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a dragon. No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
Or he
You know what?
believes he's gonna turn into a dragon.
You know what? Give me an insight check, Leviticus.
Excuse me? What? Insight?
Give me an insight check, yeah.
If he turns to a dragon, I'm done.
16?
Or believes.
Oh my god.
You can't turn into a dragon, but in your heart, you have the heart of a dragon, and you believe that.
Yeah, I can't turn into a Super Saiyan, but I can sure feel like it.
Yeah. You're inside. You very in tune with yourself. You feel like a dragon. You will make your way to Bozo's bed and breakfast, and that will happen. And as we're on our way to Bozo's bed and breakfast, Navi, you are once again asleep, but certainly not at peace. Um, as
God.
last time you woke up in a puddle of water. This time you feel yourself crash down from dropping into an ocean. As the same black outlined ocean that well environment that greeted you last time you were here, you know where you're at, or kind of, or what it would have been. And you are drowning. uh, but there is a boat making its way towards you as you're in this endless sea of ocean as far as the eye can see in all directions. It is you in this water with barely any light, and it's just spotlighted a fair distance away, but on its way is a boat. What will you do? Will you go to it? Will you go against it?
Since I'm drowning, I'd go to it.
Yeah, you gather yourself, and boy, has it been a long time since you swam. This is a weirdly refreshing and terrifying feeling as you make your way. You swim your way through to this boat that seems to be picking up speed as it comes across you. You see people manning the ship above. It seems like a whole sailor crew, but there's no faces on them. It's nothing but silhouettes of people. And it's just very it's jarring because you're just like, oh, these are just like black outlines of people, and they're not really anything. As you get closer, do you say anything to them?
Before I say anything, does it give me like the weird sense and sensation that I had the first time I saw the faceless figure?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up to him. I'm like, help, help.
Help me, please.
We have a man overboard. We have a man overboard. As you hear these voices coming from, it could be any of the people there, and they throw you down like a ladder for you to get pulled up as you kind of like pull up to the side of the boat. So you just grab the ladder and you start climbing up the side of it. And like as you're climbing up the side of it, you are you're drenched. You're heavy. You could feel that the weight of the water as you're climbing, as it's a lot more than your body weight. And like when you get up to the top, because they like take the back of your clothes and pull you over. Are you okay? Are you okay? Hey, what were you doing out there? Are you doing? It's still just these non-faced figures that are talking to you.
So I'm just going to lay on my back and catch my breath, and obviously I'm breathing very heavily, and I'm just gonna say, where am I?
Where are you? What do you mean? It's the Lucidian Ocean, which is the ocean that's connected to the Menagerie Coast.
Do I recognize anything around as I look? So I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna just look over, like overboard, and just look towards the horizon. Do I see anything that I recognize?
You see, it's still all black. It's weird. But you could see that they're looking at something, right? They have a clear destination where they're going. It's just not visible to you at the moment. And there's like, yeah, we're heading over there. Um, and like basically when you like look over and see nothing, you look back, and then they tell you to look back again. You see like these very like big siren like lights, like like the lights that they put on like football fields and stuff like that, like the real like headlights that they have
That go down
Like
there?
Friday Night Lights.
yeah, it's like that. And they come down in there are 5 lights that come down on you. There's one in white, one in black, one in red, one in blue, and one in green that are shining on you.
So Looking at the colors, can I just make the assumption of what each light might mean or belong to?
Give me a religion check with advantage.
22.
Those 5 colors represent the 5 heads of Tiamat.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at them like, where's the captain?
You see another faceless person come out. I'm the captain.
Who are you?
I'm the one that will lead them there.
Why?
The light is blinding, and we need to see it.
Do you understand what those lights mean?
They mean a new tomorrow.
Or they can also mean that tomorrow will never come. And then I'm just gonna break down, like, from my religion check, like what each light would represent.
Yeah. And like as you're breaking it down, you start seeing threads come off of these people and go into the light. As like the more clarity you bring, the more you're just like, okay, but they're still fixated on it. Like we gotta, yeah, that sounds like a good tomorrow.
We need to turn around. This is a bad idea.
Where will we turn? And give me a perception check.
12.
There is to your right, you can hear the voices of people arguing. You can hear armor clanging as if there's like a battle going on. And in your moment when you think about where else you can go, for some reason, this is what comes up.
I'm just gonna point that way. There. Let's go there.
Let's go there. Let's go there. You could see like these threads, right? That are coming out. Like you could see droplets coming off of them, and as they come off of them, they form new threads from the same person, as if you're kind of altering what's going on here. And sometimes the threads come back to them, and then they go in the direction of the people on that island. And they go, yeah, we have to go there. We have to go there. You heard the man. You heard the man. Yeah, let's go. And as you're on this boat more, you recognize this boat. This is your boat, bro. This is yours. And when you recognize that it's your boat, where the captain was standing is now where you're standing. And you find yourself, and everyone's like, Captain, is this the way we go? This is where we're going?
And then I'm just gonna point, yes, this is where we go.
Aye, Captain, yes, sir. Let's go. You heard what the captain said. Let's keep it moving. And you go. And as you make your way towards that island, it becomes clearer what you're looking at. People dressed in dark armor fighting each other. People wearing the same armor fighting each other. And when you look hard enough, you can see the emblem of a dagger with a blood drop in it, as those people are fighting each other on this island. You see all sorts of people, from changelings to tieflings to one very conspicuous Goliath man that is in there, as well as a familiar white-haired Kalishtar woman that you've met.
So that's Cassandra.
Yeah, fighting on one side with people not looking so nice on the other. He's like, "Is this where we go? Is this where we're going?"
I say, yes, the one with the white hair. Protect her.
Kill her.
You heard it. We chosen our sides. Yeah, yeah. You start running that way, and like this is your boat. You recognize it, but it's a lot. You recognize it in design and intent, but it's bigger. It can man more people. It's not a simple fishing boat. It is like if you have like the warship version of your boat, this would be it, and like cannonballs start going out. And start ripping at them. It's like, yeah, and you could see the people on the island that are fighting with Cassandra are making progress, and like he, you guys reach the shore of it, and everybody's just like, we gotta go, we gotta run in there, as all of their threads are now pointing towards the now pointing towards the battle. They run in as soon as you guys reach the shore. Are you gonna follow them?
I'm an anchor, and I'm gonna stay on the boat until the last one leaves, and then I'll be the last one to get off the boat.
As everyone leaves and you're the last one, you hear a voice coming from the crow's nest. You just gonna let them die like that?
I quickly turn to see who it is.
A familiar winged figure that you met here last time is just sprawled above it. And he just looks at you, says, "Are you just gonna let them die?"
What makes you think that they're going to die? These are my men. I know them.
I feel like I've seen this play out many times, and each time they die. What makes this time different?
I guess this is the time that I join, and I turn around and I jump off the boat.
You jump off the boat, and you wake up in Leviticus's hand as you come back.
Am I drenched again?
You are drenched again.
Did he just like mysteriously become soaked in water, like while I'm holding him?
Yeah. It's like at the moment that he woke up, you felt the splash coming from him.
I'm just gonna get freaked out and just drop him. To ew.
Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Poor guy.
So I just, where am I?
And as you say that, you are in front of Bozo's bed and breakfast, which, weirdly enough, has people coming in and out of it.
So I'm guessing our marking scheme worked.
As they're like, even if it's not as much as other places, you see like when you come in, you see like 3 people leaving. You're just like, wait a minute, and you come in and there's like a couple of just randos just there at a table chilling.
Oh, Big Bozo in the house?
You,
Okay.
you walk in and you see Bozo. He is fucking stressed. Like he is just like he's like running around this clown shoes just in the air, just running around, just getting drinks to people at the table. It's like, bro, it's not even that many people here, but it's him alone, right? He has no employees or nothing. It's just him.
He's stressed, but is he happy? Are you happy?
Give me an insight check.
Thank you.
I hope you roll high.
Wow, that's slow.
Oh, it always takes forever. 17. Cool. You know it's gonna take, for this person to achieve happiness is gonna take so much more than this. But he is stressed, but you feel like it's good stress. This is good stress as opposed to all of the bad stress that you've been seeing him go through since you got there. And you can see him like running to people, welcome to Bosa's Bed and Breakfast, where you'll get the best sleep of your life. And you see people go, whoa, and some people just get up and leave. Hey,
No, he means it.
It's legit. It's legit.
Oh, whoa.
No, really.
I don't even
It
like
comes
that.
on strong, but it's true, guys.
That don't even sound good. Like,
I'm gonna try to intimidate them.
Oh,
Sure.
Why?
Sure, what are you gonna say?
Be like, guys, should leave. No.
Give me an intimidation check. I want to see this.
I hope it succeeds. Gosh darn it!
They look at you and your mask and go, "Do you work here?"
Oh nah.
And then they leave.
Dude, what?
I'm going straight to the room.
All right. When we won the tournament, weren't people shouting like bar fight or something? So
Hold on.
because before I do something, okay? Like,
I mean, you're free to do whatever you want.
Nah, but before you leave, please. What in the hell happened to you?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm not paying. I'm not.
Out the shower.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention. I'm just beelining into the room. I know I need to jot this stuff down, so I'm going to put down like a dream journal, and I'm just jotting down what happened in the previous dream. I'm gonna jot down any like draw out any figures and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. As Navi's just unavailable. You ever say, "Hey, what happened?" Okay.
I'm like, yo, bro, what happened? Oh, well, fuck me. All right, well.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right. So sorry.
Sorry, dude.
Galloway dealing with child in the background.
Is my child.
Just mouse cool, just chilling. uh, yeah, you can absolutely take the time to do that because you're in a little bit of a panic state if you're going that much of a rush. It's gonna take you a little while to get it down to the point where you want it, where you're happy with what you're looking at. It's a lot of like not straight lines and oh, what the fuck am I doing here? That's not what it was. That looks like a regular bird.
So like as I'm doing this, I'm also like minor illusion, so that like I have the model of what I remember, and I'm trying to jot it down too.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
That's smart.
Absolutely. You guys get into Bozo's like, welcome back. Welcome. I have customers.
I
Yeah.
see.
I have
More than us.
customers. More. Yeah. I have Bozo's bed and he does a little jig. Bozo's bed and breakfast.
You don't gotta do that. You don't. No.
We know you, Bozo. We know you.
That's
Yeah.
just-
How was your day? Mine is going great, by the way. It's going amazing.
yeah, my day is going great, Bozo. How's your day been?
I'm so glad you asked. So I was just sitting here at one time, right? And all of a sudden, people just started flocking in. Mentioned something about a tournament. It was crazy. It's like you
Oh
guys
yeah,
went.
we won that.
You did what?
We won that.
You won the tournament?
Yeah, and I sponsored you in. These people are here because of me, Bozo. Because you're such a good such a good person. Like you don't get the recognition that you deserve, which is why I humbly bought these people. I'm gonna gesture towards just like two random people sitting at a table.
Yeah, they don't even notice that you do it. Like why?
Thank you
Like
so much.
completely free charge too, just out of the kindness of my heart for you being such a good person.
I mean,
You weren't going to get paid either way. So and he just comes up, he just starts shaking your hand with both hands. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This is why you're one of my favorites, Bozo. I just understand you. I wouldn't have paid me either.
Ooh, what?
I'm
Believe
just
us,
happy
no one
someone
did.
understands me.
God, first
Wow.
Donovan, now Bozo. What am I doing?
creating your own.
Party.
Leviticus spinoff.
The Leviticus spinoff.
I would
Levit-
sit in it for that.
Leviticus and friends. Leviticus,
Do you
a
think we'll
literal
end in
murderer, Bozo, and probably another literal murderer.
there's a trend here. Leviticus is on his way of being.
I mean, aren't we all murderers in D&D land? I mean,
I'm not a murderer, as Bozo is like, I'm not. I prefer TIOP service to everybody who comes through these doors.
What?
I don't even need an insight. I already know who's telling the truth. Bozo would never lie.
I'm gonna go to my room because I got wrecked by a warforged.
You did
That's
get
when my
wrecked.
day is going.
You did. Yeah, you did get wrecked. That happened.
I
That happened.
almost died,
You were fine.
and that wasn't a joke.
That was pretty good.
I'm,
I was close to death.
I'm gonna try to take a bath.
A bath.
Sure.
A bath. There's
Yeah,
a bathtub in this
you guys
place.
can spend your time doing mundane activities if you wish. It's fine for the day.
Um,
How long is Navi up there?
He's gonna be there for a while. It's not something. It's not something he's jotting down. He's trying to be as detailed as he can be.
oh,
But it's like,
before I go up to my
no, go for it.
before I go up to my room, I just look at the group. I'm gonna need to talk to all of you guys later after Navi gets out of his damn room. And with that, I go upstairs. Or
You
is
got
it 2 floors or is it just a ground floor?
There is a second floor.
All right, I go upstairs. Forgot. You know, getting smacked around by metal and everything makes you forget things.
I mean, it happens to the best of us.
I would like to split the proceeds from the tournament.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see. So how much does everybody get?
Let me redo this math. You said it was 2,000 gold.
Oh yes.
Damn.
Oh,
Divided by 6. It is 333 repeating gold.
So you take, James, you take the 334, and the rest of us do the 333.
Sure.
Leviticus still owes me.
Yes, my brother owes you money.
Walking back on that now.
Well,
Give me 1 second. Got it.
everyone could add 333 pieces of hard-earned gold.
Yay! Manage coin. Like how it
Yeah.
says coin and not coins.
330.
333.
Does that include people who didn't fight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah. I'd say if you
I'm
guys are kind
curious.
of chilling,
Young
while,
D's never broke again.
it'll take a little while and probably a little longer than I don't know if you guys want to say anything else, but I'm gonna fast forward time a little bit. But it's gonna take a little while longer than you might have thought. But in the dead of night, Romero does come walking through the door with Jadavion.
Oh my god. Dramatic.
And he looks like he looks rather annoyed. I'd say that right now. But he also has like an extra bag on him. Like he has some extra stuff on him. And
I
he
guess
comes
I
to
could.
he comes, he's just like he comes out when he comes into like Bozo's bed and breakfast, who's not in their room?
I'm not, because I'm helping Bozo with food.
Yeah, so am I.
Still in my room. Because it's the dead of night, right?
Yeah, we're talking about like it's probably like 10 p.m. At this point,
Oh,
like,
okay.
like
Alright,
hard
so-
night, like not like in the morning,
Like
like 1 or 2
midnight.
in the morning, like not. But he comes in pretty late. Like it took him, it shouldn't have taken him 5 hours to get back here. Like, but it did. And he comes back. And he will see. James, what are you doing when he comes in at this point? Just chilling at the bar.
Sipping on tea. Looking at my list of bounties.
Awesome. So you'll do that. You'll be the most peaceful looking one as Leviticus and Deez are both helping out. So because they're busy running around, because there are more customers, especially at night. People are coming. They're like making a night out of being at Bozo's, like just chilling and drinking a little bit, and it's kind of a festive feeling here for once. Um, and you could tell all these people were at the tournament, and they were just like, "Yeah, that shit was crazy. You see those performers, bro? You ever saw that actual show? They're really good." It's a local favorite. It's like cats. Like
I just want to add, like, as Leviticus is handling, like, like cleaning up stuff for once, not destroying it, you're gonna see him slightly mumbling to himself, just completely unintelligible. Just
absolutely, sure, you can.
No, dude.
I think at this point, Navi's done too, and I start making my way back downstairs. And I'm not disheveled or going crazy. I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
you're,
fine.
you're calm. Calm. You come out. James, you are. What was the note that you gave him to take? Was exactly what?
Was exactly where the who the lady was, her affiliation, and where it is located currently.
Okay. Um. Sure. He Romero comes and sits down. And he's like, "It took me a while, but I got it to people who can probably do something with that information. Went a little bit above the local authority. Got to speak to some people, connected a little more directly with the king. Came talking about this. Put some real manpower on this. This investigation has been active since it happened. They haven't really been able to find anything. So this pretty much did it for them, and they're going to go look into it. That's basically what he says. You know that to be true. No, it was active investigation. They did call the law enforcement, and afterwards, you just haven't heard anything from it because you guys have been doing other things. Haven't really checked back in to figure it out. But yes, there has been an active investigation going on around this. But there's a lot of lack of information, so this is something, and everybody's jumping on it. And he goes, "They asked me if I wanted a reward for the information. I said yes, but they were offering me gold. He goes on about how they offered him like 400 gold pieces for it, for the information that he gave. And he was just like, I need to speak to the king. uh, he's like, I don't care about that. Just get me in a room with him. I know he's busy. And personal favors and his connections within the law enforcement that were able to get him from room to room, which all this time is just him bouncing from room to room to get to the right place. It'd be like, and he started relaying. He's like, I gave the king information on the stuff that we found, more specific things about the stuff that you guys had talked to him about, so that he understands that this isn't just some petty thing or that it could be ignored. Okay, we need more resources. He didn't budge. He didn't budge, but I got him to give us something that can help us with a very, very immediate problem. And he reaches into the bag and pulls out necklaces. It's the same necklaces you guys were wearing in Odeslo. Protection against divination and scrying.
Ugh.
I got one for all of us.
You do not know
Wow.
what this has done for us. What this is going to do for us. This is thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can see he's already wearing his.
how much could I sell this for?
Oh my god.
Do you just ask him that?
Yes.
He goes, if you were to try to sell this to somewhere that would be even remotely reputable, you'd probably be taken into prison. These these uh these items are given specifically to the Cerberus Assembly members, and the public has no access to them.
Okay.
Tuck this into my shirt. As
You
he
got
said
you
that,
guys will all need an hour to attune to it whenever you decide to.
Did he give
Uh,
one for mouse skill?
no, actually, no. Yeah, Moscow did have a little one before. So yeah, he would have that one. Yep. Everyone he has one for him, and Jadavion he has an extra one as well. That's like he just has on the side.
I'm gonna just start attuning as soon as I put it on my neck.
Yeah. So as soon as he sees all of you, he's like, if you wear this, you cannot be spied on anymore. And the item that he's talking about is an amulet of proof against detection and location, and it is an actual item that you can add to your inventory right now if you want.
Yay. I finally come out of my room.
You said
and
what was the name again?
Amulet of
I'm-
proof against detection and location. It says the description reads: while you wear this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic, so you can't be scryed on or perceived. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived by blah blah blah. Basically, people can't spy on you with divination magic. So, basically,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tuning to it as soon as I get it too.
hey, you guys would need an hour to do that, so you guys will have to focus and do nothing else for that hour. Alcis, you come out.
I come out of my room and I just go straight to the piano. And I play. But I hope I get something this time.
Piano, advantage, performance. Give it to me.
Please give me something.
There's actually an audience here for it now too.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
they either helps or hinders. Let's find out.
So are we adding this necklace to our inventory?
You are adding it to your inventory if you want to take it. You obviously have the choice to not. Ooh.
I got a 24.
Nice.
But to say,
Yeah.
what's the point of having +7 on charisma if it keeps failing me every time?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this performance you're putting on for everybody, Alcis.
I start out, the melody is like erratic, kind of full of anxiety. I don't know where it's going, but eventually it kind of becomes, so it goes from like the right side of the keys, which is usually like no,
Mm.
the left side of the keys, which is like usually like booming because it's more bass. And then I go, so it slowly gets lighter and lighter, kind of like twinkling stars, or it reminds you of shooting stars, just calmness, like you're just slowly becoming at peace. So it goes from something like deep, dark, and heavy to something light and calming.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys hear it as this would be like the piano equivalent of a freestyle. As Alsa starts kind of letting the emotions fly and the feelings of the day through her fingertips. As she gives a beautiful performance, which the crowd is very like the crowd here isn't really sure what the vibe of Bozos is because it's their first day here. So they're like down with it. It's like, is this supposed to be like this? And then just like, it sounds good regardless. Let's just go with it. This shit is fire. And everyone's just like vibing to it. You've created a vibe. One that people implicitly can get with, even if they can't articulate why. Fireworks. Fire. There's fireworks everywhere.
That dragonborn spit.
That Dragonborn can play. I didn't know claws were that finesse.
I'm
Yeah,
like not paying attention to the comments because I'm so focused on like putting my heart onto these keys. Like I'm like zoned in.
yeah. I think after a while, like people's conversations kind of stop, and everyone's just all eyes on you.
And then when I finally like stop, then I take notice. Like everything that was like kind of like white noise, quiet or quietness, suddenly it's just like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, there's some
Noise.
of
Speaking of
there's
glasses,
yeah, there's some of that people like the eyes that people are giving you. Some are like, "Are you okay?" And the other ones are, "You can really play." You're getting a whole range of judgmental, non-judgmental. Like this is like weird and different and awesome. And yeah, let's go with it.
always play. Your time.
Yeah, you do get a pretty good round of applause from people that are just like, yeah, woo, keep playing.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. You get like the backhanded compliment that you don't really want because you always get one of those. It's just like I didn't know Dragonborns could play like that. That's one of them shits.
Trying to get that man.
That guy is
You
at
need
it.
to leave.
That guy sneaks out the back. Yeah, whoa.
I'm just like,
He read the room. He was like, not going over here. Okay, cool. He just dips.
is
Uh,
everyone down here?
Everyone's here. This is the Smash
Navi came
Brothers
out of his
Ultimate
room,
Trip.
right?
He did, yeah. Everyone is here.
What time does No, Bozo's is like 24/7, right?
Usually, by like 11, he's completely clamping the door shut. But it doesn't
All
look like
right,
he's gonna be doing that today. He looks pretty content with people kind of just chilling. He's making some money. You see him.
goddamn.
You just see him like at a table doing his little jig, just having a good time. Feet up,
I
Goodness.
just
wanna
All right,
I
because I
wanna
want to
walk
have a
up to Navi. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
because I wanted to have a private conversation with everyone. But I guess we can go at a table and hopefully no one listens in. But who
you
knows?
can go outside.
Or you can come
Outside
to
where
my
everyone can
room.
hear us.
We do
Outside.
have rooms.
Weirdly, outside is quieter than in here.
That sounds sus. But you know what? I'm
Rooms.
gonna go with James's recommendation. Deez, you were about to say something. I'm sorry for
Oh,
interrupting.
I want to go to Navi like, yo, bro, you good? Also, you want to talk to me, but what the hell?
I'm just gonna be like, it all falls in line with the same thing, and then using minor illusion, I'm gonna explain the first dream, how I saw the first entity, how he looked, the threads, the way that the rock formation looked, and then the second dream, I'm gonna explain how I felt like this was my boat from back home. However, it didn't look the same. I jumped, and as soon as I jumped, It felt as if I just jumped into Leviticus's arms, and that's how I woke up.
Yeah, gives you a rundown of a lot of shit that sounds like gibberish.
And and I let her know like you are the only one I've told this so far.
I just sit there for a moment. I'm like, this is. Let me real, Navi. This is some wild shit. Because how do you keep waking up wet? So are you going there, but your body's here?
Honestly, I feel as if I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming, and then it feels like once I wake up, it's like I pull something with me from that dream, and it's just water.
Ah, I was about to say, the only person I know that do that weird dream stuff is
Cassandra, she was in my dream.
damn.
I think she's a clue, and I feel like something's just pulling me back home. And then I also talk about like Comorta and how, the whole rich land and what my theory on that is, and it might be beneficial. Like, and honestly, it might be beneficial to us, but I don't want to take us away from anything that we need to do right now.
You already know, Navi. When you go, I go.
And I'm just gonna do like that old school, like you're not just an acquaintance or a friend, you're family, and I just give that whole forearm to forearm grab with her, and I was like, somehow I feel with you around and what we've been through, I feel better about things.
We got this, buddy.
Is is Bozo around?
He's busy. He's very busy.
I'm identifying that door.
Coming with him. I got my lock picking tools.
Almost forgot about that damn door.
In stealth check.
Both of us. I want to do it. Wait, am I stealthy?
I'm gonna use a luck point. 18.
Okay. Give it to the dice. Gets it. Bad things happen. Doesn't get it. Funny things happen.
Wait, bad for who and funny for who?
Bad for you guys.
Oh God.
Funny for us all. You don't look to be seen.
Say that again.
You're not seen. You're okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
You're going to identify the door. Now, my description for this before was that the door itself was not magical. It's what's on the other side of the door. So you have to get through that door before you identify anything magical. Because when you identify it, there's nothing magical about it. This door is super locked. As Bozo locks fucking everything.
Okay. So if I recall, I purchased some thieves' tools.
You can, yeah, you can absolutely try it.
All right.
It's a big DC 25.
Oh, what do I use?
You basically use dexterity plus proficiency. It'll be a 25 because it has like 6 locks on it. So it's not just a matter of picking one lock, you're picking 6 different locks that are also different styled locks. So not even the same type of lock.
I'm also going to give her guidance.
You absolutely
So
give her guidance.
okay, on the screen.
So you have proficiency in stealth, don't you?
Yeah. So
If you roll a stealth check, it would be the same thing.
okay. So I forgot what these little 16 thingies are. Okay. Let me do stealth check. You can do it for me.
Let me see real quick before I lead you into the wrong path.
I have 18.
Yeah, it would absolutely be it would absolutely be +6 to it. Let's see. Okay.
Wait, did you say it with advantage or no? Because I wasn't super paying
It
attention.
was not with advantage, and even with a guidance, you would not hit the 25 threshold. Uh, you get through like a couple of the locks, and then one of them, like the big centerpiece lock, is giving you an issue. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? As your lock picks, you feel like if you push more with your at this point, you might snap them.
Did I learn the school of magic that it came from last time I detect magic?
You did it. It was conjuration.
What is going on?
Mhm.
Oh, no, my computer's been bugging out. Like before, it just like exited Discord, and now it just exited D&D Beyond. There's a ghost in my computer.
Yeah. So
And I'm just going to be like, God damn it! I want to know what's on the other side of this door.
yeah, fair enough.
And then I'll just make my way out to the rest of the crew.
You're
A
so
question.
you're gonna be so disappointed when when you see what's behind there.
Uh,
I got through like some of them this time. Next, if I try again, is the DC lower, or do I have to still get 25?
You don't know.
Okay.
It might be higher.
Oh God. I swear if we get through this and it's just a picture of him at a Christmas party, I'm gonna be mad.
Hey, you're setting yourself up for that type of reveal by putting so much effort into it. But I love it. I love that Navi went. Things are so crazy right now. The gods, there's like threads of fate. There's everything. I want to see what's behind that goddamn door. It's like his first thought afterwards. Like that's where it leads him. He's just like, we have so many things. What the fuck's behind that door? God damn it. So yeah, Alsus. Do you want to get off your piano at this point, or yeah,
yeah.
you guys are gonna
Sure.
find a space to talk? It's not hard to find. Not hard to find a space to
It's
talk. You
good.
guys will go. You guys, if you go into one of the rooms, it's gonna be pretty packed. But you guys can all pit in there. You guys kind of like pick corners and stuff like that. It's gonna be super closet, super Brooklyn apartment. Like
Uh, in James's room, all the rooms are just.
all the rooms are like that. It's just like they're meant for like one person kind of things. Like you guys
Wait,
have pretty much like what's up?
who's in the kitchen? Is it Bozo? Just Bozo?
Ozo is like front of house, right? Like he's
Front
dealing
of
with the
house.
people. He's so excited to deal with customers.
Oh,
He's
who's back
ecstatic.
of house? He's back of.
Weapon? Who's
Who's in?
back out?
So who's back
Deez
of
was
house?
back of house until she started rolling with Navi for his thing.
That's true. You're right. You know what? Let's go to the kitchen. It'll be more spacious.
You got you guys head to the kitchen because no one died there. That's actually a pretty good move. It's a good call. Yeah, you guys are in a very spacious kitchen. Good enough to talk. You hear a lot of like yammering from outside as like a few more people are coming in. You can tell like the whole counter's filled up. There's no space on the counter anymore. So that's a good sign of a bar when the counter's filled up.
Is Romero with us too and Jadavion, or are they just
If you want them to be in there, they'll be in there.
yeah?
Yeah, they'll be there with you.
That's a nice necklace you have there. I just noticed it.
And he goes, one for you.
Oh, what do I do with it?
Yeah, you know how magical attunement works. You could just you bond with it. It becomes part of you basically. You attune to it, and basically he tells you if you do that, they can't scry, they can't peek in on you guys anymore. Whoever they may be. Yes.
Is everyone gathered?
Everyone is firmly gathered. Firmly gathered.
You all may be wondering why I've gathered you all here.
Do a heist.
Jadavion's like, absolutely, I am 100% wondering why you've gathered us here today. It's pretty weird.
Wow, I feel nervous all of a sudden. All right, I don't know how else to say it, so I'm gonna just give it to you guys straight. I need to be alone. And I don't mean like in my room alone. I mean like I need to go on my own journey away from this party. Like a break.
So you so romantic like that. And why? What's good? It's wild stuff happening.
I know.
Can I do an insight check?
I'm about to. Absolutely. I don't think she's hiding anything.
Oh, I was just trying to see like how her expression on her face is.
How is the expression on your face?
This is exactly why I'm sleeping. Not permanently.
Unless you're trying to hide any
just
emotions, you should just tell them. Yeah.
I'm not trying to hide anything, but this is very hard to say already. I'm not leaving permanently, but I do need a break because ever since Navi's mind sliver, I've been feeling very unsettled. And I didn't like that unsettled feeling manifested in the me setting a forest on fire. I would never do that. And yet I did. I don't like that my behavior is slowly getting a little bit more erratic, and us finding out that these masked half dragonborn half zombie looking figures are draconian knights, and it's just a lot. I plan to go back to Sadash. I look at Romero, hoping he understands, to sort of like I want to go back to Sadash and train at the Trial Forge so that I can like fortify my mind and fortify my heart, because I don't want to continue on this journey if I am not sure of my actions, because I feel myself slowly wavering. And I know, and because of what has happened, I need to make sure that I am grounded and steady in what I do, because obviously it's getting a lot more dangerous and a lot more fucked up. Remember, I came from a very, very small knit community, and this is a lot. And I honestly was not, I'm way out of my element. And I'm sure you sort of felt that anxiety when I was playing the piano. Like that's me putting out there what I've been feeling recently. And And I'm gonna be honest, I've been feeling pretty not disgusted, but kind of like disappointed in you, Navi. Because who's to say that you won't turn against us to get what you want?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Before
whoa.
we get into that, Chestnut, number one, correction, it's detect thoughts, not mind sliver.
Mind
Different,
sliver?
different level of magic.
Right.
Uh,
Tech thoughts. Thanks.
Number two, know from me, and I look you dead in your eyes as I say this. Know from me that wherever your heart needs to go for this journey, I support you fully. And when you feel ready, please come back to us because we surely will fucking need it. I've
Oh,
said
I
my
will
piece.
come back.
But take a seat.
Once James said that at first, I was really like heated, like, how dare you blame us for this? But then I realized I stopped for a bit. I'm like, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. We'll be here for you, and hopefully you can trust us again and be more sure of yourself. But also, what's a little we're protecting the world at the end of the day. But I get you might have to do it a different way, but we're gonna be here for you.
Nick is gonna go closer to Osas and he's gonna be like, "Well, let's go then."
Let's
Go
go.
too.
Let's go. No, it's me. I need to be alone.
We've been
I need to rediscover myself, so to speak.
we've been through
Dragonborn, formerly
lot
known as Elsis.
and my oldest companion. Wherever you go, I gotta go too. This is Sadash too, you know.
It's true. They had session 0 together.
But I let you go alone. Dangerous out there.
I'll be fine. I will have Romero. Romero, I'm going to need your help, please.
Romero is sitting there. Romero's standing there with the hardened look of a person who has been through a ton of these type of conversations before. Someone who has experienced it in this, and he's thinking as you're saying it, because you're asking him to do you're implying it, asking him to do something which you haven't brought up to him before. So he's kind of just thinking about it, like you could tell his mind is working about how to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm
And after a
still
while,
listening to this.
he speaks out and he says, "It seems that a lot of people in this group have had to handle things that are way above what they initially thought they would have had to handle. Alsis is speaking out on it, but I imagine she is not unique in this feeling. Am I right about that?" He looks around at all of you.
Malsku shakes his head no.
Yeah, I'm also gonna shake my head. Nope. Don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine. He's totally okay with it.
I know what you're talking about. I've had friends leave me before.
But did they come back?
I haven't seen them in 5 years.
I think what's important is that we have an organized and well thought out plan on what we're going to do next. We have to pick a direction. We have to do something and make sure that everything is ready to go when we do make our move. Nothing left behind. I know it's a pretty hard choice to make because everything seems to be collapsing at the same time. But we need to take some time and center ourselves. And he looks at Alsus. He's like, if Alsus wants to leave and go somewhere else, then she'll do that. What will you do to get ready for what we're doing next? We should take some time, pick a direction, go. We have information about a lot. Have you? I assume you guys have queued him in on a lot of the stuff that you guys have been talking about. Yeah. And he's like, Pomorda. why haven't we made plans to go there yet?
I've been trying to talk to too many people from the Cerberus Assembly. It feels like got a good amount of information on what we needed to know.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're going to give information on what's to come, so we might as well just see it in person.
Stay still for too long, we might miss what we're trying to get. I suggest you take a day or two to clean up every bit of business you have to do in Rexentrum. We get everything together and we head there. No, nothing. And what I mean by this out of game is that we're gonna have some downtime, uh, downtime activities for the next couple days. We montage it through it so you guys can kind of just clean up everything, and then you guys can start making your travel that way. And he goes, we. I think he's looking at Jadavion. He'll look back. He's like, I do need to get Jadavion out of here. He is not a fighter, um, and his position has been completely compromised in Rexentrum. We need to relocate him. Zadash actually sounds like a good spot for him too. We have people there. The problem is getting there. And you can say he like looks up. He's like, I think I have to call in a couple favors. um, if I can do that, and you can see like just like I'm playing Meyer, he's stressed too. Like he's just like I left a lot of people here when I decided to retire. I guess I got to call up and visit a lot of people, hope they're still good so they could come through. Um, but until then, I suggest you guys get your stuff together. You guys get ready because we're going to do this. Hopefully, the right way, looking over at Navi. Hopefully, the right way.
I'm gonna slowly raise my hand and just go, hey, can I ask a favor of you?
Oh my.
Sure.
I've got a certain someone in the Rexington jail that I needs busting out. It'd be a real swell thing for you to do for me. I'll owe you, I'll owe you.
If we had all of the law enforcement chasing us in the Empire, it would make our job a lot harder.
So you can't get him out of jail.
No, I don't have that power at all. What is he in for?
Don't worry about it. You can't get him out, you're not involved anymore.
I guess there's no
Please
favor.
don't get yourself arrested.
I guess there's no favor to be had then. We'll work on that. I'll be back in the morning with information for Alsus on how we're going to proceed. Pack your stuff and say your goodbyes. We're going to leave first thing in the morning. And he calls over Jadavion. Jadavion's like he is like this half-orc guy, but he is like a nerd, right? He's super nerdy. He's not a fighter in any capacity. He doesn't have a class. He's not some adventurer guy. He's NPC man. His house is burned down. It's probably not a good idea for him to be around here at all. Him getting into a fight, no, he knows where he's going. He knows what he's good at and what he's not, and this is not what he's good at. So,
The beautiful thing in the neighborhood.
yeah. So he's gonna look out. So he's like, if I'm gonna get this done, I have to go make some late night visits now. And he's like, we gotta go. And Janavion's like, fuck, we just got here. And they just like leave mid conversation as like this guy who is very much like goal oriented, who has been forced to kind of reactivate that part of his mind while he's been around this group. is look like he's back on the prowl, back into that authoritative role that he's always been in, and he dips out. Just like that, it is just the group again, just you guys.
I hope you guys understand that I regard you as friends, maybe even family. At that, I look at Dick. Session 0, buddy. Survive wolves. It's great. Even you, Navi, even though what you did felt like betrayal, even if you feel like you had to do what you thought you had to do.
You murdered a bunch of animals in a forest, okay?
My point exactly on why I need to be alone, because I don't like where I'm heading to, or I'm scared of what I'm heading to.
All I'm just saying is, we all, like you said, you need to reassess and everything. Don't just blame this all on Navi, though. Look at Navi go like, I got you.
I will say when that happens, like in your mind, also as you like begin to really think about and assess it, it's just like whoever you're up against is using mind control to manipulate people who were symbols of hope for your people. That's not good.
Oh fuck. Then
Altering memories, invading the mind, and then you look over at Navi, and while not on the same level, did something in the same ballpark. And you have to sort out that difference.
in over my head. I thought it was gonna be a fun journey.
It's fun, right? Say it's
It is
fun,
fun.
or I'll replace you
But
right
we had
now.
tournaments and we had.
Tell me it's fun.
Tell
Tell
me
me
it's
it was
fun,
fun.
or else the DM always wins.
I'm gonna reach to my pocket and
I swear to God, it.
gonna give Alsa's his daggers. I'll take this for
You gonna give her the magic
backing roll.
dagger?
Wait,
magic.
is it the dagger with the from the first fucking session we did together?
Yes. This is it.
You have
Might need this.
You just get a +1 dagger.
A magical dagger.
Yeah, you guys see it all the time. It's just this very like ornate looking dagger with like a blue and yellow kind of hilt to it. Looks very well made.
Well, I'll get it back when you come back.
Oh, okay. That was like a gift or whatever.
Oh.
It's collateral.
Oh, it's a promise that I come back.
There you go.
Are you trying to say you don't trust?
Oh no.
I must say though, you do make a good point. Introspectively speaking, I don't really like the path that we've been on. It's been bathed in explosions, disappointment, more bad shit. Just got sprinkled in. You know, doesn't make for a good cocktail, and it tastes terrible. I feel genuinely bad about letting that doppelganger's brains out all over the library of the Cobalt Soul.
Oh, yeah. I blocked that out because
Was he hating Navi? Fuck that guy.
I didn't even do anything.
He did
Be
everything.
court happy though.
I love it.
But maybe we do need a shot.
So I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna look at Alcis and I'm just gonna say, you do what you need to do to get right. And from the bottom of my heart, I hope you believe this. We need you. But we need you to be right first. And that's something I completely understand and agree with. You may not like me right now, You may not like me ever again. But truth be told, all of that can wait until we're done doing what we need to do. And I'm looking forward to having you back.
I guess I hope you know or feel comforted knowing that I do still care about you, Navi, especially if I still feel a sense of betrayal. Because if I never really cared about you, would I really feel this strongly and go on the journey? Maybe I'll just hold on to that. Not the betrayal, but like the sense that I do indeed care about you and this friendship.
Didn't you say the opposite
And I
of
say,
love?
and I say, and I say, just come back right and don't let gravity keep you down.
I'll make sure this shield doesn't. I must say, internally, Alsis for once feels like there's a crack in like all this negativity within her. Just finally like a real chuckle. Like something like it feels a little bit normal again for a second. And she holds on to that.
Okay. All right. And all right, you guys keep going. If you guys are done, we can move on. Or...
And Dick, I'm glad you decided not to come with me because this party needs you way more than I need you. And I'm sure Cord knows that. And
Damn, you ain't shit, bro. Damn.
Yeah, you're our bodyguard, not hers.
Do you ever feel alone? Look up to Lord Cord.
oh, I will.
Okay.
Do we finally long?
The vibe mission.
If there's nothing else to do for the night, you guys can finally long rest.
I'm bringing out Eep.
I'm gonna say not before, but like, can I during our long rest? Can I do something? Like in the middle, can I just say I wake up and not take a long?
Sure.
Or you can.
Wait, so are we all?
Just get to sleep.
So in the middle of everybody else long resting, Leviticus, you can absolutely get up and get out. It's most nights this door will be locked shut. But there's still people in the bar. And it's still a lively night outside here. So you can do what you want.
Yeah, like the middle of the night, like
Yeah.
3 o'clock, 3 a.m.
Yeah. You sleep.
For a little bit and then you just like get up.
Yeah, you're gonna see, like, you're not gonna see, but you know, visually, Leviticus's eyes are gonna just shoot open, and he's gonna stand, or not stand, he's gonna sit 90 degrees straight up, and he's gonna get out of his bed and just start wandering around his room. And then he's gonna walk into the door, right into the door, open it, go out, and he's gonna just start walking towards the stairs. And
Yeah.
do I pass by Navi's room or during walking towards the stairs?
Sure.
All right. As I'm passing by Navi's room, I'm gonna stop, turn, and you're just gonna faintly hear something about apostates, Templars, and a circle.
Why?
Just you're gonna see, like, you're gonna just hear Leviticus, "Oh, filthy apostates! Oh, they're everywhere, everywhere! Oh my god!" And you're just gonna see him walk towards the stairs and then just go down. And as he's walking down the stairs, you're gonna see his head start to twitch again, and he's gonna start saying numbers, and he's gonna walk towards the door, and he's just gonna start lightly banging his head against it, and he's gonna repeatedly go 12, 12, 12. And after like an hour, he's just gonna stop and go back up to his room and go to sleep.
And as you guys complete your long rest, we'll take a break right there. Actually, we won't. We're gonna we're gonna resolve everything in the morning first. And then we'll take our break. Um, the morning comes. Everybody wakes up. You guys all get your one temporary hit point from waking up in Bozo's bed and breakfast, as you have had once again for consecutive nights the best night of sleep of your life. Except for Leviticus this time, who kind of just wakes up and has a headache, like a really really big headache. He has a big ass chichong on his forehead. It's really doesn't know where it came from. It's pretty bad. He has a super lump. It's like a Dragon Ball lump. Or I think more fitting would be like One Piece, the One Piece big lump that they get.
So I don't take a long rest.
You do get your long rest. Don't worry.
All right, I already did one, so I was like, just
Yeah. As you guys kind of get ready and leave your rooms in the morning, Alcis, when you leave your room, you immediately see that Romero and Jadavion are waiting at one of the tables with stuff packed up, ready to go. Oh, you're awake. Um, we should get going right now.
Take like long.
Am I up?
20 minutes.
Am I up?
Yeah,
Are
you
you
guys are
up?
all up. I'm
Do I
gonna say
see this?
you guys are all up. You guys are all up and see this. Yeah.
Okay.
Those, sorry, that roll was for my portent.
Oh yes, correct.
Before they leave, I want to put a shoulder. Wait, no, not a shoulder.
There's
Hand
no way
on.
that there's no way that's important.
Oh God.
I'm
I
five
want to
foot
put
three.
my hand.
That.
Okay. Oh no, I want to put my hand on Romero's shoulder. Like before you go on this long journey, just sit down and have a breakfast. One last breakfast, Alcis.
Yeah, he looks at Jadavion and like, sure, we could afford a breakfast. Let's do that.
Would I happen to know any of like Alcis' favorite foods or like Dragonborn foods?
You could tell she is very. You know what? Just make some Mexican food. We'll call that. We're gonna say Dragonborns are Mexican. That's what we're doing here. Dragonborns are Mexican.
I'm like,
They they eat mad nopal.
so I'm like, well, I know it may not be like home, and I don't know recipes by heart and anything, but this is a little token of I let you know I appreciate you and I hope you come back. And then I show the food like, ta-da, ta-da.
It's just food. What
I
are you
just
showing
stare
her?
at. I just stare at
Out of Izzy, what's your favorite food?
What is Alcis's
Tacos.
favorite food?
What's else's favorite food?
Tacos.
Tacos?
Veal tacos. No wait, what's up there?
Veal
Fuck. I don't even know the
tacos.
wildlife.
You can get some
I don't
veal
even know
tacos from up there for sure.
Veal
the
tacos.
Hey,
polar bear shit.
Yeah, whatever you. There's some wild shit. You like gamey meat, right? Like that. Like that. That's really what's going on up there. Like the tough shit you gotta hunt.
There's
And
meal.
you got them dragonborn fangs and shit. You just biting into no problem. Tender, and it just feel like a golf ball to anybody else. You
I'm
show
like,
her her
uh-huh.
favorite food, and she takes it. Yeah, and you
I'm just
guys enjoy a meal.
as I'm like eating. My my character just uncontrollably starts like the tears start streaming as I've been holding in all these feelings since yesterday.
No good that on my food, try to make it taste salty.
You
But
see,
I don't say anything because I already felt like I said everything.
Romero looks at you crying, then looks right back at his food and keeps going.
yeah, facts. I'm like,
He's just,
but I have
and
no idea what to say.
and in due time, you guys are finished with your food and everything is okay. And Romero is just like, we gotta get going, gotta travel to the fancy part of Rexentrum so I can talk to some people, getting us a ride over to Zadash with the quickness.
Ah, snap! They're gonna get that Uber.
No.
I say to Alsus and Draconic, be safe. May your journeys be fruitful.
Yeah.
Saying draconic back, thank you.
And
And be
with that,
safe.
Alsus leaves with the Grinners off into outside with a wagon, horse. You guys ride to the inner part of the of Rexentrum, where you go into a very fancy house where Romero gives him a super like fancy knock. It's elaborate knock. He opens the door. He has like this cloth over something cloth over something on the ground. He like lifts it up. Dust flies everywhere, and it's a teleportation circle. And he's just like, once you're over there, it's like this like kind of rich guy's like, once you're over there, you're gonna have to find a way to get back yourself. Okay. And I was like, we'll figure it out. We have to get Jadavion out of here, and we have to meet our contacts back into Dash anyway.
Also, still gotta deliver the information, unless I just could just give it to Javion.
Yeah. And he kind of takes chalk and activates it. You see all the magic start to happen. So he has to erase as it had a different design before. So he has like a design to go. You guys through it, and you guys actually land up near where would this guy have? You guys actually land up in a room in the Hall of Erudition in Zadash. This is where Ormond Haas works. And there's a worker there that kind of just leads you out completely, like so you don't see anything or like wander off anywhere. They were told to receive you, and that's all it was. You guys make it outside of the Hall of Erudition, where you meet when you are welcomed by another wagon, and uh, and Romero gets on. He's like, "Do you want us to just drop you off at the Trial Forge?"
Yes, please.
All right, we're gonna be in town for a while. When you're ready to go, just find us. And he gives you like the address. You figure that one out later, of where they'll be. And he leaves you in front of the halls of this massive cathedral, the Trial Forge, back once again. After all this time, and as you push the giant doors open, you hear the exciting roar of people training for an upcoming day of challenging tournament. As it is in full swing here. There is an atmosphere of conviction and passion and competition in the air. And as the doors close behind you, for now we say goodbye to Alsus. And on that note, we're going to take our break. And for people out there, Izzy's actually not going to be with us for a few weeks, but she will be back. But for the rest of the month, we will sadly be without her. And that's going to be an off the screen training arc. And hopefully, the rest of the crew will be able to handle it while she's gone. And maybe when she comes back, we'll be able to check in and see a little bit of what she saw. So
She comes back, I'm missing a leg.
yeah, we're gonna take our break here. And we'll say goodbye to Izzy for tonight. Bye bye. we really need to
Close that forbidden door.
door, and I don't really mean wrestling. I kind of mean D&D, and we'll get to that later on in the story. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. uh, yeah, let's jump back in. The morning. It's you guys have just finished your breakfast and have said goodbye to Alsis for the foreseeable future. Um, we'll see when she decides to pop up again where you guys will be at. Um, you guys have your day. You heard what Romero said. He made a plea to get organized and get and make a decision. So his thought was finish up any lasting business you have here, and then it's go time. So what that's going to queue is downtime activities, which might take as long as you want it to take. Honestly, we'll let you guys pace that out for as many days as this might take if you're trying to get items or because you guys have money. I haven't. I'm scared to look at how much money you have because you might have a lot. So you guys just figure it out. Whatever you might want to do. Is there anything you guys want to do during the day? What's going on? Tell me what's on your mind, or you guys can just speak with each other and figure it out.
Yeah, I need to find. I need to go somewhere that has a. Give me one sec. Where are we? That has a either a jeweled horn or a glass eye. Matter of fact, a glass eye worth at least 100 gold.
A glass eye worth at least 100 gold, and the jeweled horn. What about that?
I'm not worried about the jeweled horn. I'm more worried about the glass eye.
The glass eye. Interesting. Interesting.
And uh, maybe try to find some more magic items, like a nice little magic item store.
I the interesting thing about it is that like it's a reoccurring thing that magic item shops are just getting fucking completely destroyed by this war. All of their stuff is just going towards it. You're not finding anything else. It is the most frustrating thing as especially as a magic person. Um, that's the case, but this you may not be participating in the war and not even really be in front of it or like around it, but it's a big one. And if you went closer to the border, you might actually get an idea of what that means. But yeah, a lot of these just have basic items more than anything else. Like, is there anything specific you're looking for? Like anything that any type of like what are we thinking? Like something you're trying to boost, something you're trying to like what are we going with here?
Well, I I don't know. I just feel like I'm as a caster, I'm missing out on some things. So like the ring that I talked to you about, um, that's one thing that I want to get. Something that boosts my AC a little bit because my AC of 12 is laughable at best.
Kind of high for a wizard. Seen some really bad ones. um, I mean, I guess what you're saying. What you will find, and this will be fun. Um, roll me a d12.
Why are you doing that? There's items that can increase my AC.
You can't wear
Wear
armor,
armor.
3.
so if you wear
Remember
armor,
this,
you
yeah.
lose all your abilities because you're a monk.
Yeah, I'm good.
You can use a shield.
You can't use shields with martial arts either.
Really?
No, can't.
I just need. Is this stuff that can increase my hit points then? Because then I could just keep.
Possibly. Hold on.
I'm putting that on my objectives.
Let's see what we have here. Um,
Ooh. Heads
look
up,
at
there's a big storm coming here, and usually when there's big storms coming here, the internet knocks out for me. So
yeah, I feel you. Um, let's see. La, la, la. Trying to figure out. Where I saw this. Something. This is not okay.
Oh no, keeps happening.
Okay. La 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 la. I will say right that in your l- in your journey to find magical items, the one thing that you haven't found that would be very very useful to you are spell scrolls, and it is like pulling teeth trying to find these spell scrolls as um they are very very powerful for those that like are just trying to get a one-time use out of something that they don't normally have. Um, what did you roll on the D12?
3.
Awesome, beautiful. Okay, you find the spell scroll. It's a second level spell scroll. Here, doesn't have much, but he has this. This spell is called Borrowed Knowledge. That's a second level spell. Basically, for an hour, you can gain proficiency in a skill you don't have proficiency in. Could possibly be useful. It's niche, but it's ability that can very much change the tide of a situation if you need it.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Devil Fruit was useless, but hey, look at him now. This could be useful.
Very
I
true.
could.
I'm already thinking of a bunch of ways where it actually could be useful.
No, I'm already thinking of a bunch of ways it could actually be useful.
Yeah,
How much?
I'm gonna look that up right now. Oh, okay. 150 gold pieces.
Done and done.
Yeah. So you have a spell scroll for it, and because you are a wizard, you can take ink and parchment and put it into your spell book permanently if you want. I believe that will, because it is a divination spell. It actually costs 25 gold pieces to do it rather than 50. So you can give me the extra 25 right now, and you can just add it to your spell book.
So that's 175, right?
175 altogether. Yep, and it's in your spell book permanently.
Done.
Yeah, so you could just go and look for Borrowed Knowledge. It is a second level spell.
Got it.
Awesome. So there you go. Never know. Maybe certain days you might want to prep it or whatever. I think we give me another D20. Give me another D12 roll. We'll give you, see if you could squeeze one more out of it.
6.
Okay. You, at this point, you're kind of just like, you're the guy's like, that's all I got. He's like, you're just like, are you sure that's all you got? Like, is everything? He's like, I got some, but it's, it doesn't really sell very often. It's just, it is what it is. He has a detect poison and disease. First level spell.
I'm good. I already know that one from my cleric side.
Yep. But that's all he got.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah, on the 6, that's all he have. So, all right. So you got a new spell. It's a new spell too. It's from Strixhaven. So borrowed knowledge from Strixhaven. So it would be something you'd find in a spell scroll. It's a newer spell. uh, Product of the Soltris Academy. Very. Yeah. So to do that, I think the magic items are going to be a little weirder to get. For sure. I really got to start scouring the ends of the world to try to get some stuff here.
Now, are there any temples, or not really places of worship, but anywhere where there are any temples that deal with fate.
Yes. If you're asking for a broad look at that, then there are. Give me a religion check.
21.
Okay, so when it comes to fate, there are two that come to mind on a 24. One more of like how you interpret it, and the other one is direct. So the first one is the Church of Avandra, who is known as the Changebringer. You're very familiar with her because on the Menagerie Coast, they celebrate her on her day, which is it's New Year's Day. Her day is New Year's Day, and it's called what is it? What is it? What is it? It's called New Dawn, is what they call New Year's Day. And on the Menagerie Coast, they have a very big feast on the shore while the sun sets to signify a new horizon and new adventures for the year. It's kind of she is the goddess of luck and freedom and adventure. So in a indirect in like a sense like that would be fate, right? Like that would be something that you're changing your fate. She's very much the person that she's very much the god that deals in people who are like luck favors the bold, like enter the unknown, like go beyond the known limits, like change is good. Um and that can be interpreted as changing fate. Um the more direct would be the goddess of death, the goddess of fate, the goddess of the winter, the Raven Queen. These are all of her domains. Um those are the two that come to mind. She has as the Raven Queen's commandments come to your mind is like death is the natural end of life. There's no pity for those who have fallen. The path of fate is sacrosanct. Those who pridefully attempt to cast off their destiny must be punished. Um, undeath is an atrocity. Those who would pervert the transition of the soul must be brought down. Those are the commandments of the Raven Queen. So
So
those
those
would
would
be
be
your
your
two. Those would be your two. They both have a presence within the Empire in Rexentrum. Rexentrum has at least a temple to every single god in the pantheon, like at least prime deity. To the scale, it's differing scales. Palor is god here. Palor is the dude. You looking for somebody that has the most presence? It's the Dawn for sure. Um, yeah, it would be him. Like if you're talking about like in Rexentrum, who has the most presence, it is Palor, and it would be Arathis, the Lawbearer. Those are the two, as well as get some. You always get some Bahamut everywhere. There's always righteousness that gets preached around in a lot of places. But those are the ones that you'd see, um, for the most part here.
I'm going to head to Raven Queen, the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Funny thing, because the temples of the Raven Queen double as cemeteries for the places that they're at. So you actually like go into these places, and they when you walk in there, um,
And I don't know if you heard me, but I also got Eep with me too.
you do, yeah, that's fine, that's okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. Uh, hmm. Damn it. Yeah, yeah. All right. So you head to this um cemetery, right? And it is simply known as the Raven's Nest. And there are people like dressed in black. Like you could tell these are the people that tend to the dead bodies, and they have like the graveskeeper. It looks at it's kind of like following in the same pattern here, where maybe like mundane or well known occupations are sort of replacements for worship, right? Like tending to the dead and making sure they're honored, or not even honored, but like preserved and done correctly would be something like the Raven Queen. Like more like a library would be or an archive would be worship towards a goddess of knowledge. So you get there and these people are obviously clerics, but they're also just working their job.
So I'm gonna go in and I'm at like, what do I see once I go in?
Once you see, like, you do see like a small kind of church setup. It is a little more formal once you get inside there. There are a lot of the churches do have like the benches and the normal things you would see at a church, and then like the massive kind of like where the podium would be, like it's just this massive figure with it just like raven wings kind of reaching us like from one side of the wall to the other side of the wall, like completely as this massive figure just looks down with this feminine figure with a black dress and a white porcelain mask. Um, I had,
When I see that, does it remind me of the dream?
it does. It reminds you. You could tell that it's pretty obvious that the person who was there is in some that's been talking to you is in some way, shape, or form associated, but it's not the same image. But who you've been talking to is not the Raven Queen.
Uh, I want to ask around for like the head priest or priestess.
Yeah, the head priest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bourbon sword. No. Okay. Yeah, you see okay. Yeah, you see a gentleman. The people here aren't really showing their face. Like they all have masks on, kind of mimicking that way. So it is a bit eerie as you walk around here, as you can't see anybody. But there's somebody who looks like they're in charge. And he comes down and he like in a monotone voice, he's like, "Welcome to the Church of the Raven Queen."
And I'm just going to be forward with him. Be like, I came here because I'm curious and I have questions. I've been having dreams, and then minor illusion of the first figure, and I'm going to say this entity appeared in my dream first and told me of these threads of fate and my role with them, and then let it go, come back again second time, and it's a illusion of him in the crow's nest of the ship. And I was like, and again, they appeared in the second dream. Both times I woke up drenched and, blasey, blasey, blasey. Fast forward. Do you, would you be able to help me piece this together or give me some kind of clarity? I am confused.
Um, this is when the person you're talking to goes, "What if confusion was the point? What if they want you to make a decision on your own? What if fate is your choice and you are being?" And he just give rambles on about like this random stuff about what does fate really mean.
Like this whole existential
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. He like looks off a few times and comes back as he's doing it. He's like, "What if fate?
But
The
why?
threads of fate, the
And
threads of fate can be changed.
But they are what they were meant to be at the end of it. Whatever decision you choose to go in, whatever path you choose, will be the right one."
then why is it leading me here?
Perhaps there is something changing their outlook. And what he means by that, right, is specifically just maybe they need you to get to your path faster.
Thank you. You just shed more clarity than I think you know. And I'm going to go up to the statue of the Raven Queen, and I'm just going to look up, and I'm just going to say to myself, I hope this is all worth it.
You see the person you were talking to kind of steps behind you to your left. It's like the threads of fate. They are they are what she watches over. They aren't what she determines.
I'm going to turn to him. I'm just going to like, we can fast forward through this if you want. Like, can you tell me more of the Raven Queen? I think in order for me to, I think in order for me to get to my path faster, I would need a little bit more knowledge on the Raven Queen.
Yeah, boy, okay.
Like, if you have something to send me, I could read it later on. Like, that's fine.
I mean, like just like general overall information. He tells you that the Raven Queen was immortal at one point, and she completed a ceremony that ascended her to godhood, becoming the new god of death. But when she did, she gave her name away, and her name has been removed from history forever. No one knows who she was. And because of that, the followers, especially someone on this person's level, in in the same vein, they give their name to her too. So they are nameless. He's a nameless person. He only has the title. He's a priest. And that's all he'll respond to.
What did you have to do in order to get that mask?
To get the mask that he's wearing specifically, his mask is a little different from everybody else's. He had to give up his name formally, give up his identity, and kind of just devote himself purely and solely to the cause. He explains to you this is a lifetime of devotion. This isn't something new followers are hard. These are families that are born into this. He also, yeah, he speaks. He'll keep going, and he'll give you the stuff about the Claret Order too.
Please.
Yeah, from this information, he has the same information you've had, but it's just the Raven Queen gave Hemocraft to this world in order to fend off the devils that appeared hundreds of years ago.
How does one dedicate or begin to dedicate themselves to this type of fate?
I believe your dreams are telling you that you already are on your path.
In this moment, I think Navi has decided to follow the Raven Queen's path. After hearing what the priest said, I think at this point, Navi, with the dreams, what he's been told, what he's found out, I think he understands now that the Raven Queen is the one who's putting him on, pretty much on this path, or those under her. And just like Alcis had the strength to follow her, to just follow what she felt was right for herself, and based off of that and what he's been told and the dreams, I think at this point Navi realizes that in order to continue on this path, he has to dedicate himself to whatever's putting him on this path. And I think he wants to dedicate himself to the Raven Queen.
Awesome. And you'll stay there for the day, kind of getting all of that. He'll walk you through the grounds and everything, tell you a little bit of it's just a lot of gibberish and lingo and stuff like that. You could tell he likes having somebody to talk to. Um, yeah, we'll move on. What is everybody else doing?
So, what I want to do, because so we got prep and stuff, really want to try to make these freaking thoughts and prayers gauntlets. And I remember James told me the notes that I need some like holy water or some holy symbol or something, and I need to figure out what to do to make the psychic one. And also, I want to go get some magical items to boost up my HP because a nigga be dying.
So, hmm. Okay. The thoughts and prayers thing, I would say like if anybody is coming to get like magic, like something enchanted or something like that, this would be, or is looking for something with those enchantments on it. Like you guys could all be together for that. So if anybody else is doing that, we'll take care of you guys all here.
And
Yeah,
she
I'm
already
going
has
to.
a weapon I want to upgrade. So
Yeah. Well, what are we doing here? And how much money you guys have?
Um,
I have a sizable amount.
um,
Just tell me the number.
I have
I have
800, 500, wait, 859 gold.
Okay,
easy.
it's a lot of gold.
I do
I
not
have
spend my money.
Mm-hmm.
I
568.
568 copy
I have 437.
I have
437.
454.
Okay. So, and what is the thought process here? What are we doing?
I hang on. You go to the Cobalt Soul Archive to get info about magic-y stuff, right?
What do you could try them. You have to pay to get in.
How much?
It'll be 5 gold pieces to get in for the day.
Can I ask you like what I'd be able to find there? Like,
No, you'd have to come in and figure it out. You guys have been spoiled because you had Navi as part of the
all right, yeah, I'm going. I'm going to the Cobalt Soul.
Okay, so you go to the Kobolds. So I want to take care of the magic item peoples first, like the enchanting item, because this is going to take a while depending on what you want. Um, so what exactly are we looking for? Keep in mind your price point. Um, if you do need something else, then you guys know you guys have another bounty to go get. If you do need more money, uh, magic items are pretty expensive. So if you're getting the magic item, you definitely won't be able to. But you'll have to pick a struggle.
I'm getting a magic item.
It's like, what do you want to do? What are we doing? What's the thought
I
process?
want I want to make because I have in my notes that these had a rifle on her. The
She
normal
does.
news,
She does. Yeah, just the news.
just the news.
Yeah,
I want to make it magical.
Ooh.
you want to take it and make it magical, or like, is there
I
anything
want
specifically you want? Like, what kind of magic do you want it to do?
to. I
That's
want it to be able to shoot different rounds of like different spell type damages, like radiant,
Ooh.
maybe some lightning, maybe some fire, some ice, stuff like that.
oh boy. Uh,
I just wanted to be capable to get to that point so that
no,
I
no,
could,
I
do
know
the
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Here's what we're gonna do. Because I have something that I'm seeing here that is pretty funny that can apply to that. um, if you want that specific rifle to become magical to be able to deal out different types of damage, some funny shit for you. Okay, I could get you an enchantment like that. It would make it so that on specific actions you can declare a type of damage that it will do. So like you won't be able to switch between like attacks, like multiple attacks per turn, but like every time you take the attack action, you'll be able to switch it to a different mode. And you'll be able to choose between acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison.
Those are nice. Radiant is down the line. I need that.
Basically, I'm giving you the gun version of the Ascendant Dragon Monks, like elemental ability.
But I
So
love to see it. Yes, sir.
yeah. How much money do you have? We're gonna make you poor.
I have 568 gold.
Oh yeah. You could hand over 550 of that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's gonna take a week.
Oh,
550. It's gonna take a week,
Yeah.
and now I need more money. So
don't
If
worry, I'm
I
about to
I
give it
guess
you.
it's gonna take a week for sure because this is a custom order that you're doing on a rifle, on a gun, which they don't have access. Maybe if you ask for it on a different weapon, they'd be able to. Might just have something for that. Might just actually have that on hand. But if it's for that, it'll take the week. It'll take the week for sure. All right, so you guys are stuck here for a week. You guys are pretty much stuck here. You want your thoughts and prayers, your psychic little things.
The
You can
brass
absolutely
knuckles are ready.
brass knuckles already. We can get you that in a week. Psychic damage, and it will deal. What will it deal? It will deal an extra D4 damage of psychic
Ooh.
on each hit.
All
So,
right. All right then.
which will rack up. It's gonna be fucking crazy. I'll have to make these homebrew,
Okay.
I'll get that to you guys, because it's gonna be fun. And how much money do you have?
859. Wait, let me go back. Inventory. Yeah, 859 gold.
550.
Okay. Okay.
550.
Okay.
I think
Ooh,
what
that
you
hurt.
were asking for is about the same. Psychic is like on that level because it's a very unresisted damage
Mm.
type.
For the week, I think Navi's just gonna keep going back to the Raven's Nest.
Absolutely, yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Um,
ooh,
what are you
that
doing,
hurt.
Dick?
Worth it.
So for a while back, dash, but I was a bit broke.
Mm.
I've been wanting. It's possible.
Okay,
I'm willing to um video game knowledge sell my javelins. I've wanted the want to know if it was possible to get the javelin of lightning.
Javelin of Lightning, the actual weapon.
Mm.
My man's trying to be Zeus.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, it
and do
is. Holy
the
crap!
cord,
Oh.
hollow of cord. And I was thinking like I don't need my javelins if I have that.
Interesting. Forming a each creature on mine.
There's a few other items I want, but that one I want the most.
Yeah, you guys have to keep getting money if you want some stuff. Uh, sheesh, this thing is kind of cool. I've never seen this item before. If I what's it?
Thought about in my head, I was like, yo, that would be kind of cool it'll go with the cord aesthetic. And then I read
Okay,
about how that's a thing.
give me all your money and it's yours.
Hey, yes.
Give me all your money and it's yours, straight up.
You want my javelins? Javelins I have?
Oh my god! All right, all
I
right.
just
So
I
hold up.
just
This is an uncommon item. It's not a. Is this like an actual item? I'm fucking losing my mind right here.
That's just what the roll 20.
Oh, it's a
Hey,
basic rules item. You know what? I'll. It says it's uncommon, which is hilarious to me. But I guess it's not that strong. Uh, but with increased price. Give me 250 for it, and your javelins.
Okay.
You're not taking that back. You're giving me them fucking javelins.
50, right?
You can take my javelins.
Yeah. Because now they're just gonna use it to make more of them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank
You don't have to wait a week for yours. You just get yours. That shit is just there.
You have that.
Yeah, it's not some complicated shit. If it's something I don't have to make, it might be a little better to get than something that is homebrew, because that's gonna be a little annoying.
Oh, was I able to find that glass eye?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You can find the glass eye. Yeah, you could just had to be 100 gold pieces, right? Yeah, you can just subtract that. You got it.
All
What
right.
spell was that for?
Clairvoyance.
Awesome, clairvoyance is great. Clairvoyance is great. Yeah. That is a funny ass.
There's I want to do something with a wrestling share, but I think I'll talk to you. Like
Yeah, sure. People just gotta talk to me.
a,
You gotta do some stuff. Um,
an
this is
idea of
cool. You guys have, so there's a brass knuckle getting enchanted. Well, 2 brass knuckles getting enchanted. There's a rifle getting enchanted. Just so you guys know what items you don't have on you currently. And yeah, and Navi's hanging out with the dead people. So like, for the people that look after the dead, not necromancy though. That's a big no for them. They don't like necromancy. They'll beat you up. They'll break your legs for necromancy.
What they like necromancy adjacent?
What?
They're like necromancy adjacent, like just 2 levels from it.
I mean, nah. They're the Raven Queen Church is staunchly against it. Like, they have paladins that hunt down necromancers
Oh dang.
because necromancy is an atrocity. It is actively going against the threads of fate.
Somebody used told the dead in the street they get stomped out by 3 faceless masked
I mean,
people.
I don't think it's like the whole school of magic, but it's like if you bring somebody back from the dead, they gonna stomp you out, bro.
The mask is our version of ski mask.
That's it, man. You mask on. Like, you see the mask come on, you're like, oh no, they're gonna hit me with the righteousness. Everything is like cold themed. They just hit you with mad cold damage. And like one guy walking around like an ice hammer, he's just beating you up. It's just like, you feel the cold.
What's he doing? Ugh.
Every time he like chips off some of the ice every time he swings it. It hurts. Why is every time he hits somebody, ice knife's ability activates every time he hits it? Just splat. He has the ice hammer with like splash damage. It's just the dumbest thing in the world. Like, what is going on? I've never seen some shit. This is cheap. Okay. Leviticus, Cobalt Soul. What are you looking for?
I am looking for anything that resides within the darker areas of magic. Like, yeah. Like, anything that has to do with, like, the undead and, like, things that happen with them and, like, basically what happened as to where this guy turned into this.
Necromancy?
Yeah, pretty much.
What guy turned into what? What are you talking about?
Like, what events took place for someone to become an undead? Like, what happened for this guy to turn into...
I think he means any person, not just this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way he's saying it, it sounds a lot.
Yeah, that's my bad. But yeah, like, steps that people took to become undead. Like, any type of undead.
Oh, okay. Give me an investigation check as you're looking at this and there's a Kobold Soul member hovering over your shoulder.
I'm completely ignoring him.
He is, his life is you right now.
That's good enough, 17. Come on.
How to become undead. The damnedest question I
Like, not like a step-by-step guide on how to become undead, just like anything that like mentions.
I think he means like any like events that cause it or stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. So you can be reanimated. There's magic that can reanimate.
Yeah, like ways to be reanimated. That's if that makes sense.
So there are spells, there are necromancy spells that can reanimate people. A lot of times they're under the servitude of a mage who has casted the spell. So a lot of times people be reanimated without their own will. You also come across like very, very, very high levels of magic that could just resurrect people. It's not even undead, just like, oh, okay, we could just bring somebody back. You also 17. I'd say you also kind of you also like come across stories of certain people claiming to be undead because their purpose hasn't been fulfilled. And the way those stories end is that once their purpose is fulfilled, they fall on the spot and they die. You have no idea if you could believe this or not. I'll leave that up to you whether you believe it or not. With a 17, it's hard to get direct answers for it. You're gonna need a little higher if you want like exact answers. But so I would say those are the ways to do it. Anything else about? I feel like is there anything else you want to know?
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna grab whatever I can about specific undead. So, whites, mummies, and hollowed ones.
The hollowed ones are what those stories are referring to those people as, hollowed ones.
Okay.
I mean, whites are kind of just like undead person A. Mummies are mummies. Like it's like you could take that information down and make sure that Leviticus knows about that. Totally fine.
Yeah, just in case,
Never know. You just never know. So,
all right. Yeah, that's it.
You are unusually just giddy about this stuff. As the guy like behind you is just like, are you done with that book?
See, what are your views on necromancy? How do you view it? What's your name? Yeah, let's start off professionally. What's your name, friend? Cornelius Deathcorp. What's your name?
All right, time to find a name. We're gonna do this. Okay, they gave me some fucked up names. His name is Harden. That's the name I got in this generator.
Harden.
I don't use generators often, but his name is Harden.
Harden what? Like just Harden or?
Oh, you want his last name too?
Yeah. I always familiarize myself with people.
His name is Harden Silo.
All right. Can I? All right.
The most generated name you've ever heard in your life. Harden Silo. Yes, I am a man. That's what they call me.
Pleasure to meet you, Harden Silo. Tell me, what are your views on necromancy and pirates?
The pirates of the Menagerie Coast often terrorize the people around.
No, not pirates of the Menagerie Coast. Pirates. Just pirates.
They're only on the Menagerie Coast because that's
the pirates are on the coast of the Lucidian Ocean, which lands on the Menagerie Coast. So our point of reference for pirates is them. Pirates are bad. They steal from people.
You think they're all bad? got to be some good mixed in there, don't you think?
No. No, I don't. They're all bad. 100%. I hate them. Pirates killed my parents. And I'll never forgive them.
Oh, you have my deepest condolences, friend. I know what it's like to lose your parents.
I'm glad you could relate to me in that.
I relate to many people.
Is the reason you're asking about necromancy because you want to bring your parents back?
It's not that I necessarily want to bring my parents back, but I'm definitely putting it up there.
If you find a way to bring your parents back through necromancy, be sure to tell me.
You will be the first to know, my friend.
See, I joined the Kobold Soul, searching for a way to bring my parents back from the dead.
Yo, Harden, my friend. We could accomplish great things together. Listen. I could get us your parents. I could get us our parents back. Do you understand that?
Our parents?
Our parents.
Are you my brother?
I could be. The only way to find that out is by bringing our parents back.
Give me persuasion check with advantage.
This is the fucking prison all over again.
Oh,
14.
it was on the B and then it just...
I mean, hey, if we could find a way to get both of our parents back, that would be the most ideal situation for us, for sure.
Which is why, as your new potential brother, I will do us a favor. I will get us our parents back. And you will be the first person I see. Do you understand that?
No one's ever really cared about me like that.
I care about you. You know why? Because you're my brother now. We're battle buddies now.
You're my brother now.
I've never been so sure of something in my
Yeah,
life.
we're brothers now, and I'm gonna. We should memorialize this event, and I'm gonna pull out my hand axe, cut my hand, and I'm gonna hand my hand axe to him.
I feel like at this point, there's like an office, like the office when they cut away to somebody else in the room. Like you look at the other side of the room and there's someone sitting at a desk just looking at you like like another Kobold soul monk. Like what the fuck?
Are you looking to join us, my friend? What's your name? What is your name? Cornelius Deathcorp. What is?
Fucking books it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna turn back to Harden. You see them? You see them? They don't care about us. Okay, they don't care about us.
Kobold Soul's been treating me very well. It's been like kind of my second family. Are you
Yeah.
gonna be
My third family?
I will be, and I will be your better family. You know why? Because I won't do that, huh? I won't run away from you when I see you, huh? You think I would do that?
They were running away from you, not me.
Well, exactly. Because I'm an orc. It's that segregation. I'm telling you, man.
No, we don't get many orcs around here. I'll say that.
Exactly. You know why? Because they don't like us. You see half orcs everywhere, but full orcs? Nah. They try to keep us on the border.
Are you in the military?
No, sir. Are you in the military?
No.
Yep. Just another thing we have in common. See, that's why you're my brother. That's why you're my brother. I was about to say Donovan, bro.
That is proof. Both of us not in the military, living our lives, looking for our dead parents.
Yes. And you know what we need to help us find our parents?
What do we need? Tell me.
We need more people to help us. And you know what? I've got just the people in mind.
Kobold Soul?
You want the Kobold Soul?
No, we can't trust them. The big figures of the government, we can't trust them. Say one wrong thing and they send agents after you.
Well, the Kobold Soul really isn't the government. They're like the checks and balances to the government.
Exactly. That means they control the government. They don't like you, they can pull some strings. Next thing you know, you disappear. Do you want that to happen to you without finding your parents?
I would most certainly not want that to happen.
Exactly.
Before I find my parents, after maybe.
All right, but there are people in this city that I believe can help us achieve our goals.
Like who? Tell me.
I have 3 people in mind. All right? Trust me, my friend, my brother. This could be the beginning of something amazing. If all goes well, do you know how proud your parents will be of you? You have any idea? Do you have any idea how proud they'll be of us? Their long lost son finally being found?
Words can't describe what you've given me.
Words can't describe. I know, man. I know. I'm gonna start crying. I know, man.
Just tell me the names of the people.
All right. I need you. All right, I need you to find these people. All right. It's gonna get progressively harder with each person. One person, I'm gonna mark it down on a map. You're gonna look for someone named Bozo. He owns a spot called Bozo's Bed and Breakfast. I need you to find him and tell us of our mission. Mention me by name. Cornelius Deathcorp. He'll be more likely to trust you then. Second person, Donovan. Last I heard of him, he was holed up in the Rexington jail. I don't need you to get him out of there. I just need you to let him know that I'm coming for him. Mention me by name, but instead use the name Leviticus. He will understand instantly. And the third person, the third need to watch out for, okay? Look at me. I'm grabbing by the back of the head. Look at me. You need to watch out for this person, okay?
I'm looking at you. I can see you clearly.
All right. This person, he might not even be in the city anymore, all right? Have you ever heard of a changeling, Harden?
Yes.
Well, me and Donovan, we ran into one while we were in jail, right?
You were
And
in jail?
yeah, exactly. It's because I'm an orc. I'm telling you, bro. It's that segregation. As soon as they saw me and realized I wasn't a half orc, they threw me in jail.
Well, that doesn't sound right at all.
Exactly. Which is why I need you to find this changeling. Call up whatever favors you have to. Just get whatever information you can about this changeling. I think he told me his name, right, Theo J? The changeling?
He said his name was
Naz, yeah. Alright, his name was Naz. Find him or learn something about him. I know that these 3 people will help us achieve our goals.
So, Bozo, Donovan, Nas.
Do you understand this?
I understand fully.
We will
These people
bring
can
Help me get my family back?
our family, Harden.
Our family.
We will bring them back, and we will shape this world into a new image, one where our parents can be proud of us.
I'll do this. I'll do as you have said.
Good. You're my brother now, Donovan. I mean, wait, no, Harden. My God, I'm so sorry. Donovan's our brother. Donovan's our new brother. He's our 3rd brother. Bozo might be our 4th.
But Donovan is also your brother.
Yes, he is my battle buddy, which is just like being a brother, but not like you. You're my actual brother.
Interesting. Give me an insight check.
About 20, dirty 20.
Does not like the idea of you having more than one brother.
Do you not like the possibility of us having a larger family, Harden?
I'm just happy that I have a family right now. Why do
Exactly.
his eyes just go dead? Why do I have to share?
Sharing with your family. Isn't that all what family is about? Huh? Aren't we supposed to love each other? We're family.
He looks at the paper and he goes, I'll find Donovan. Don't worry. And he kind of just leaves.
Yes. Be safe out there, my brother. If you run into any problems, come to me. Do you understand that?
Shut the fuck up in the library.
Who said that? 12, 1, 4, 16. I'm gonna start walking towards who said that.
You start walking, and as you're walking, you're stopped as like a hand is put on your shoulder, And when you look over, it is the archivist.
Hello, sir. Cornelius Deathcore. What is your name?
It's archivist Martin Crove. You've met him already.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, sir.
You shouldn't be wandering the halls of the Cobalt Soul unescorted.
I am unescorted? What?
You don't seem to have any of the monks around you right now.
I think it's best that you move.
All right. If it eases your worries, sir, I will get out of your hair, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, and he walks you. He has like a firm hand on you as he's walking you to the front.
Just, sir, I think it'd be best if you leave.
It's very much fuck around to find out. Cobalt Soul Edition.
All right, yeah, not even Insane Leviticus is insane enough to do that. All right, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out.
You want to get jumped by some monks?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. We're not there yet.
Like, they're just gonna beat him up.
I will use that to further my goals. It's that segregation. I'll completely spin it. An innocent orc attacked in the middle of the street by a bunch of monks. Like, bro.
It would be in the Kobold Soul, and you would be assaulting them first.
In the Kobold Soul, that's even worse, bro.
You guys can all meet up again and figure out what y'all want to do during the day. Any amount of time can pass. What's your plans? What are we doing? Talk, reconvene, figure out what you're doing next.
Not with him. I mean, wait, what? Who said that? I want to go to the notes line Amber Crossroads.
You want to go where?
There are bandits on the Amber Crossroad.
That is true. There are bandits on the Ember Crossroads. I thought you guys were gonna forget about that completely. Yeah, you can definitely go there. You trying to get the squad together? Or you trying to do this alone?
Is it could
Go with you.
just logistically like you know what's the odds?
I don't fucking know.
You know, how many bandits?
You want to get the squad?
Oh, nah, I'm gonna at least get deep. Nah, bring the whole squad. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to split 600 some ways. So we'll see what happens.
Well, at least you don't have to split it with Alsus.
Jeez.
Soon.
I mean, I'm just saying, right? It's only going 5 ways now instead of 6.
I'm fine. Either that, or we could do the aberration.
That's on you. You tell me. Hardy, you tell me.
I
What
said
you wanna do?
I want to do bandits. I want to do bandits.
Yeah, let's go get these bandits, bro.
Okay. Sure.
That is 2 per bandit. All right, guess we're doing bandit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm down with the bandit fuckery.
Absolutely. Let me get my stuff ready. Didn't think you were gonna do this right now.
We gotta make that money up we just used.
And
That is true.
valuables are missing. I need to
What?
take their stuff. Valuables are missing. I need to take their stuff.
Yeah, valuables for sure. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, you guys can head to the Amber Crossroads, which will be on the southern gate of Rexentrum. You guys will have to ride around a little bit, get your things popping, and spend a little bit of your day. I assume like this will be like the next day that you guys do that. So it was just first thing, top of the morning. Um, yeah, you guys ride to the south of the Amber Crossroads, and like what you know about the Amber Crossroads is that this is just the road taken on the southern side of Zadash that Rexentrum that heads straight What is it? To what is it from here? Druvenwald? It goes in many different directions, but you guys are going to be heading down. Perception checks, please, for everybody that's around.
22.
Okay.
16.
17.
9.
Okay.
+2.
Yeah.
You say what?
4.
Oh. Okay, I don't feel bad now.
All right. So it takes you a little bit of time to. Well, let me see these rolls first of all. 22. Cool. Navi. Especially you with Eep out, because I assume for the runs we have big Eep out here. Scouring this road around here, you kind of can see a place. So like this road, there's a lot of greenery, and after a while it breaks into forest line, right? So it's just like tree lines, which is a lot of the in between roads in the Empire. Very very common. You've seen that. As you're riding down, you can see ahead of you about 200 feet that there are people making their way out of the tree line, heading kind of towards more so to the road, and it seems to be tied in with your movements, as if they saw you coming from far away and started making their way. It feels like it's reactive with a 22 perception. It seems like their movements are reactive to you specifically showing up.
Are there any horses around?
Oh god.
Not that you can see.
Any flammable material, considering that we're in a forest?
I mean, some trees are definitely flammable.
This is why we need houses.
What you got to set on fire?
I mean, hey, should the situation present itself, I will certainly take it.
What are you guys gonna do as you approach this?
So I'm letting them know what I've seen so far, and I'm going to send Eep up ahead to stay within that 100 feet of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Ooh, interesting.
I want to do. I want to get close enough, like within 60 feet, just fairy fire the bunch of the motherfuckers. Get this shit popping.
Absolutely. So as you approach, you'll see that there are 6 of them, 6 people. And you're not even gonna talk here. You're just gonna go for it.
I'm gonna talk after as I'm doing it.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm gonna start off by saying, gentlemen and possibly ladies, well, it seems you've been causing somebody much of a trouble as I let my hand forward and release fairy fire. And I feel like you've been needed to be apprehended. Consider yourselves marked for capture by James Grundleworld, the world's greatest bounty hunter. Raise your hands to the sky, sons of bitches.
And
Okay.
friends.
Sure. And I will on that. Let's see. Okay. Cool. I am going to need you will first of all, you're gonna do your fairy fire. This will happen before initiative because you decided to surprise them with it. And so it's a deck save, right? What's the save?
EC 17 deck save.
That's probably gonna be pretty hard for them. I'm not gonna lie. First guy fails. Second guy passes. Third guy fails. Fourth guy fails. Fifth guy. What do you have? Passes. Sixth guy fails. So we got 3 passes, 3 fails. You call half of them. As just as a way to like distinguish them, they are they're like these 2 like burly dudes, right? And you could tell like they were coming out of they were like burly dudes, but they're wearing clothes that's clearly not theirs. like, you can tell they were coming out
Oh,
and they were possibly going to act as if they were somebody else. but you just caught them with the what the fuck. But they clearly look like bandits of some sort. They look like they've been through. It's like someone who wears like noble clothes, but they got like 3 scars on their face, and it's just like they're missing teeth and shit. And they were gonna be like, oh, like it felt like that was coming. You caught one of those guys, and then there's like these like smaller dudes in robes. You could surmise that they are spellcasters of some sort. You caught one of them. And then you caught more of the kind of like not as burly as the other dudes, but like there's 2 women also here. And what kind of armor are they wearing? Yeah, they're wearing like they're wearing a chain shirt. So they are armored, they're ready to go. You can tell like the way that this is set up, it's like, hey, we have 2 nobles, we have two spellcasters, which sometimes people will walk around with spellcasters with them. They're like 2 people that are meant to look bodyguards, but it's a very bad cover because they're smaller than the people that they're protecting. So I'm gonna need initiative from everybody, and I think after initiative we'll end the session.
Before we start, can I like scan the group to see if anyone out of the group like looks like they don't want to be there the most out of the bandit group?
No inside check needed. They all very much want to be here. They all very, very much want to be here.
bandit life.
Pretty much. All right. So I'm getting. Luckily, with this encounter roll, I get all the auto roll initiative. Holy shit! Okay.
Oh,
Nice. Dick goes before me. I'm pretty sure he has a higher dex than me.
Yeah, for sure. So we can start. And all right, yeah. So we're gonna end it there because it's a new combat, and these guys aren't exactly pushovers, so it's gonna take a little bit.
oh.
They actually do have some. They're not gonna like you'll win, but I don't want to start a combat at 9:45.
Nope.
Especially with
Ivan not being 100% with us, not feeling too good. So we'll continue this next time, and we will start the next session with a fight right away.
Wow.
So next week we're gonna get right into them hands, and please do take note that you have 3 people under fairy fire. hmm And,
Uh,
and
do
and
you
just put
like?
just put one of each. I'll know what that means.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And we'll figure that out because this is gonna be a fun little thingy thing for sure.
Hmm. Hmm.
We'll Yeah, and we're gonna end it there. Yeah, guys, we're done for the day. It was a lot of cleaning up some stuff for this session, a lot of getting our ducks in a row, make sure we're ready to go. And then I feel like next session is gonna be the money making session. I feel like next session is the bounty session. Uh, which will be fine to do. Like as Romero said, let's clean up everything we got here before we start moving anywhere else. Because who knows when you'll be back here or if you'll be back here.
Mm.
So yeah, thank you all for watching and staying. A little more of a chill, kind of way more disorganized type of episode or session. It's we're getting there. It's hands all day next week. I know everybody's gonna be
I'm
happy
the
about that.
shine.
Everybody's gonna be happy about that. Bad time to lose your cleric, but good time for everything else.
Mm.
So have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.